see. Oh, you know what hey everyone, I don't actually know if you all can see me, because I actually forgot to set up the chat, but let me see. I don't think that I'm streaming right now, and just in case I am talking, but if I'm not, then I'm just talking to myself and it's a little bit insane. But we will see what we... Hey, Ice Bunny, how are you? I am streaming. Okay, this is good. Because normally when I'm streaming, there's a little marker about how long I've been streaming up in the corner, so then I can see how long I've been streaming, but it's not right now because I switched the settings. Hey, everybody! Ice Bunny, Artie Snack, PH, Remption, hi everyone! Oh, it's so good to see you all. Okay, so... Oh, sorry. Hello? I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and you are here with me on a Saturday at noon to play Dragon Age Inquisition. It didn't auto-switch over from the hosting. Interesting. So, here's my question. So, this is what I want to tell you, right? Because we're in our opening tell and show and tell. I did something different. Remember we had someone last week who was like, you need to have a higher quality or else you suck. And I was like, I will try it out. So today what I'm doing is I'm trying out streaming from the PS4 on 720p high quality. 720p high as opposed to 720p standard. So I don't know if you all see a difference in the quality. I don't know if there might be a problem. So here's the thing. We're now going from 540p, which is what we were standard, which we were doing before, to 720p high. So it's 60 FPS. So if there's any kind of weirdness or frame drops or madness, let me know, because we're trying out the higher resolution to see if it works. Oh, thank you, PH. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is our experiment to see if this will work out. So, how have you all been? I haven't seen you since last Saturday. It's been a whole week and I missed you. And I've had some lovely chats with you all. Some of you all saw me stream from a university where I was giving a talk, and I want to thank everyone who showed up, because that was like an hour-long talk about musicology and the Enlightenment. And like, not everybody wants to hear that, you know? It's not the most exciting. I thought it was exciting. But so those of you who came, I really appreciate it. That was really kind of you. You didn't have to come, and so it was really nice to have you there. Oh, Snowden's Jig is so good, right? It's such a good piece. I love it so much. And I think it's so here's the thing, right? Ice Bunny, I'm sorry you missed it, but time zones are a thing, and I honor time zones. PH, I did not get to see your mouse guard, but I'm going to find it on VOD, and then I'm going to watch it, because it's you and Peanut Butter Babe, right? Are those the two? And I'm really excited to see you all do mouse guard, so I am looking forward to finding the VOD and then watching it. So that's a thing that I am looking forward to. Oh, Grinny! It was Grinny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people... And the problem is, it's not just Enlightenment people. There are a lot of people left who still don't think, for example, that Snowden's Jig would be something that would be appropriate to put in a music history class. Whereas I think that Snowden's Jig would be completely appropriate to put in a music history class. It's historically important, it's really interesting, and it's a piece of music that... Okay, so people say, well, why do you put these things in here? For some people, the reason why you put pieces of music in a music history course is to show form and structure. But what are you doing with a rondo section of a string quartet? You want to show binary dance form? But Snowden's Jig is also in binary dance form, so why can't you use that one to explain form? And I think you clearly can. So, Levi just subscribed. Oh my gosh. So, come on everybody. I said, let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme. out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, you treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bo out of B, then I say the name, then banana, fana, and fo. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Levi, 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 bo, bevi, banana, fana, fo, fevi, fee, fi, mo, me, vi. Levi. Woo! Hey, Levi, thank you so much for the sub. It's very much appreciated, and I hope you enjoyed your name game. That was so great. I'm so excited. It's September, so people who want to subscribe for the half off and get a name game are certainly welcome to. I'm happy for any excuse to sing the name game at any time, all of the time. That is so exciting. Yay! Ooh, resub hype. And I know, I'm just going to tell you, I don't care if it's a sub or resub, I'm singing you the name game all the time, anytime. So exciting. They part of my work too, so it would have been nice. Yeah. Levi, Bevi, Fevi, Mevi. Oh, yes. Whoosh. I know, there's so much there when it comes to sort of folk music and the ways in which folk music, there's a lot of, the name, you know what though, PH? I don't even care. If, now I need to think about this because now you're threatening to subscribe at some point in time, and I need to sort of put in my mind how I do Paladin Hulk, Bo, Paladin Hunk. See, now I'm going to say Hunk rather than Hulk, but I want to get it, for this name, I want to get the Hulk part right, and not the Hunk part. Even though you're certainly a hunk. I'm not saying you're not a hunk, PH. You're totally a hunk. But your name is technically Hulk, so I've got to get it right. Paladin Hunk. Paladin Hunk, Bo, Paladin Hunk. I just said hunk again. Ooh! Well, luckily, you're only being tempted at the moment, so, I know. Yeah, but Hulk is really easy. And I feel like, well, I can certainly do Hulk, bulk, that's no problem. But I will try to do Paladin Hunk, Boba, Paladin Hunk. Hunk, ooh. See, in my mind, Paladin Hunk is just, like, that's the name. Paladin Hunk, Paladin Hulk, Paladin Hulk, Paladin Hunk, Bo, Paladin Hulk. I can get it. Paladin, and Paladin's super easy, right? Because Paladin's 3 syllables, and you can get a 3-syllable name in the name game, no problem. Paladin Hulk is longer. It's the 4th syllable that switches the rhythm, and that makes it difficult. You know how it is. But we'll get it. So anyway, I'm here. We're all here together. This is what I've been thinking. So we completed the Exalted Plains. We finished all of that last Saturday. Very proud of ourselves. It was really good. What we should do today, though, we should actually say hello to all of our people, right? We haven't spoken with them for a bit. And what we should do is meet everyone and talk to them. So we should, and also it's totally true, PH is more of a paladin than he is a Hulk. But also a hunk, but still. Alright, let's get, we're just picking up some resources, not a big deal. What was I going to tell you all? Oh, I was talking, here's the Hardened Hightown, a worthy dwarf report is now ready. Hoo-hoo. Cooper. I have friends who name their daughter 4-syllable names, so when they got pregnant again, I asked if they're going to stick with 4 syllables. Turns out, the next kid got 5 syllables. Ooh, that's a lot of syllables. Well, if they subscribe to the name game, I would have to work it. I mean, it can do it. I just have to practice. And I will practice Paladin Hulk just in case a sub happens. It may not, and then I don't have to worry about it. But just in case, I'm going to practice. Nightingale. We removed the dwarf from his home in Hightown. He had another manuscript in progress, which we burned, doused in acid, and threw into the sea. Apparently, He is a beef with Beric for setting up the champ of Kirkwall in another room with another room crafter. He ranted about better beards and true dwarves, and then declared himself the greatest writer in Thedas. At which point Fletcher laughed so hard she started choking. That dwarf is a menace. And he claims he didn't send a note to Skyold. Cooper. Isadora, Eleonora. Oh, Eleonora. Isadora, but Isadora, banana fana for Isadora, but Isadora, banana fana for Isadora, feet five, Isadora, Isadora. Okay. Bobbert. Oh, Bobbert. Oh, Bobbert. I miss Bobbert. I need to watch. Well, actually, I have watched the last episode of. I've watched the last episode of Layla. It's just that I want another one, which we will get tomorrow. So that's fine. Eleonora. Ooh. Eleonora, Bobeleonora, Banana, Fenafofeleonora, Fee, Fi, Momeleonora, Eleonora. Here's the thing, you can get it, but you have to slow down the tempo so you can get it in your mind, and I think slowly work up the speed until you can get to, the beat of the actual song. Eleonora, Bobeleonora, ooh, so fast. Eleonora, Bobeleonora, ooh, don't have it yet. Ooh, I'll get it. Oh, that's right. Lauren won't be there because of Geek Girl Con, where she's going to be Alana the Lioness. I will be sad not to have Imogen, but I'm sure Imogen will not be getting up into any shenanigans. None. No shenanigans while she's away. Geek Girl Con. That sounds so fun. I'm sure it would be really neat. Ooh, Severantine. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to tell you, there's so many. What do we have here? We're going to send our people to get some resources. It'll be fine. Let's get Cullen.
All right.
Get some fallow mile resources, and let's gather some herbs with Liliana. And let's head over here. No. Oh, actually, I suppose you are. You're tempting me to sing without subs. What? You know what, though? I still honor you. Let's get some, cloth? We will get some cloth.
Let us begin.
Okay. Everyone's trying to stump me with name games, but the problem is, if you're like, okay, well, what about? And then I'm going to start thinking, well, how would I do it? Because that's so exciting. You can do it. You just have to be like, what about this name? And then all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, Bobmeister. Although I don't think Bobmeister would be that hard, because Bobmeister is really only 3 syllables. So, I'm just saying. All right. This does seem like a thing bank accounts are made for. Oh my gosh. So, somebody's name is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Although I imagine there's some kind of letter count for names. Do Genevieve. Genevieve, Bobenevieve, Banana, Fana, Fofenevieve, Fee, Fi, Momenevieve. Genevieve. That one's not hard. Genevieve. 3 syllables. Not that hard. Art, faux fart, banana. Yeah. No, farts are good. Do you know farts happen? They're part of naturalness. It's totally fine. So what we're going to do, folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk to everyone in our group. We're going to see how they're doing. We're going to check in with them.
I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Hakkon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Ooh. We have monarchs coming to talk to us. This is nice. Also, I wonder if those things are new right there. We should check. Then we've impressed them. I'm not sure I'm honored. Of course, we're famous. Then we've impressed them. Because he's
Then
not...
the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise. Hakkon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a Venatory cult on the Nevaran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
Oh, Trafalgar. Trafalgar, Trafalgar, Bafalgar, Bafalgar, Trafalgar, Bafalgar. Trafalgar, 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 Bafalgar, Banana, Fana, Fafalgar, Fee, Fi, Momafalgar, Trafalgar. I could get up to speed. Ooh. Oh, so both people want us to sort of take care of some some Venatori bad guys, but they want us to then also pledge allegiance to them while we do a favor for them? Let's investigate. What's King Marcus like?
What sort of man is the King of Nevara?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentagast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Nevara.
Ooh. Does Cassandra support him?
As a Pentagast, will Cassandra be upset we don't help her relatives?
With all respect to Sikar Pentagast, her interest in politics is best described as thin.
Okay, well, what about Radanis?
Why is the ruler of Tevinter turning on the Venatori?
He has little reason to love them. Hakkon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus as competition. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
This is fair. Gang, I don't know about this one. Let's, so what's the Archon like?
Tell me about Radanis.
Like most Tevinter rulers, he's heir to an ancient bloodline, politically shrewd, and a highly skilled mage. Rumor also claims he has an incredibly soft spot for cats.
Let's ask Josephine what she would do, because she is our expert in politics.
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orla is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer game.
Well, that makes sense. Tevinter is very difficult. Also, if we have influence with them, we might be able, considering all the wars that have been going on, we might be able to maybe... That might be important. Now, cozying up to Tevinter could be problematic with other people, but I also think that alienating them right now would not necessarily be useful. I mean, I have some problems with Tevinter because they're messed up, but if we can get an in and we can get an influence, then maybe we can actually help, you know, help maneuver Tevinter. And also, there's a soft spot for cats. So that's what I think we're going to do. I think we're going to follow the soft spot for cats.
Tell the Archon the Inquisition will do Tevinter the favor of wiping out the Venatori on its borders.
Very good, Inquisitor. We'll inform him at once.
That seems like some good realpolitik.
It's good to see you.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Yeah. Yeah, Artie Stack, this is true. And it's really tricky because what's best for your character and the character's morals versus what's best for the Inquisition. Now, it's interesting because I think that my character, this one, he's an assassin, right? And he was a spy. So I don't think, I think that generally speaking, as Dalish, I think that his morals are very Dalish-centered, but now he's sort of dealing with being the head of this sort of multinational, this sort of like huge organization. So he certainly does have morals, but I don't think his morals are necessarily lawful good. I don't think being an assassin lends you towards lawful goodness. And I think that I think that he does not like slavery because of the ways in which elves have been enslaved. And so that's like a big no-go for him, which means siding with Teventer is difficult for him because of his dislike of slavery because of the way in which elves have been treated. But maybe doing this might help, give them influence to sort of maybe bring someone else in power who might be more reformist, perhaps. So, like, maybe there's a way in which this might allow for the possibility of reformism. Oh yeah, Artie Snack. It really is, and I think especially for this Inquisitor who is super into Dalishness, I think it's tough. So I think it's really hard. I don't think he'd be happy about it, but I just feel like politically siding with Navarra doesn't give you anything, right? Like, you don't get any leverage by aiding Navarra. Navarro has like a great line. It might give you some. I mean, what is that going to give you? Aiding Navarro, that's interesting, but I don't think that if you want to do something important with the Inquisition, I don't think Navarro is going to get you there.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Marquise Hedinel is here, but Her Grace sends her apologies for missing dinner. Allergies, I'm afraid.
Allergies to what?
Wheat, eggs, honey, meat, most fish, some poultry, and even peppers, winter fruits, and every nut under the sun.
What does the Marquise subsist on?
No spite, according to her siblings, as the Marquise had the fortune to be firstborn of her family. Try to avoid invitations to any of their luncheons.
Oh, Krillin, you're totally right. I think the Dalish do hate Teventer, although I will tell you what, by going through the Exalted Plains, I don't much like the Orlesians either. That would very well end when the current ruler is quite... Yeah, right, because the Navarran ruler is really elderly, so, like... Yeah, no, I'm not loving Teventer, but being in a relationship with Dorian lets me know that there are Teventers who do not agree with that system, and so maybe we could get some kind of reform going on, which would be really powerful. I feel like I've actually asked all of those questions. Let me sum up the Dragon Age world. Everyone sucks. Let the dragons eat them.
You haven't really gone into detail about how you know Liliana.
We met... let me think. We met the last few years of my schooling, but we became friends after I became ambassador to Olay. It seems terrifyingly long ago now.
Baron Tor, how are you? It is good to see you here virtually. I want you to know that all the discussion we had about the arena has inspired me, and I cannot work on it this weekend, although I might, because I have some stuff I have to do, but my big talk is done. So, I mean, I have 2 more talks that I have to do, one of which is also big, but not that big. But I'm going to get it in there.
How exactly did you and Liliana reconnect in the Inquisition?
I discovered my family had been overcharging a merchant we traded with for months. Our name carries a great deal of trust in Antiva. I spent weeks arranging a string of favors as suitable recompense. Apparently satisfied, the merchant extended me an invitation to her estate. Liliana greeted me in place of the merchant.
Oh, and yes, I agree. Big stuff first, procrastination later. So I will not procrastinate. I will do the big stuff, of which I've got to talk in like 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks. Although today's Saturday, so one day less than 2 weeks. In 2 weeks on a Friday, I've got a small talk, a panel talk, which should not be a big deal, but I've got to do some prep for that. And then I've got another big talk in the middle of November, so 6 weeks, and I've got to get those things done. But if I can get them done, and then also worrying about what I'm going to teach next semester, which I really should start thinking. No, Dragon Age Inquisition. Not even thinking about it. Right? That's it. Not even thinking about it. I'm here, Dragon Age Inquisition, for joy. Let's see. That That sounds like her.
I assumed there was more to it than a strange way to say hello.
It was a test of sorts. Leliana claimed she needed someone of painful integrity for the Inquisition. I accepted, once she finally explained what it was.
Yes, indeed. This is my joy and mellow time, right? Joy and mellow time. This is like me and the battle buddies, and we're all hanging out. But no, I did want to say this, though. After the conversation with Barantor and a couple others about the arena and what I was thinking about it, I really think I found a way to move through my desire, the things that I want versus the fact that that's like way too much and way too big. I think I've worked it out. What I will do is I will just do pre-gen characters. We won't do progressive character creation. I'll just do pre-gen characters. I'll make a number of them at different point levels and different styles. And this way, I just do that. I don't think that should be too hard. And then we can just go. And that whole progressive character creation thing on stream just is not done at that moment because really, I'm just needing to do an arena to test out how I do Roll20 with a battle map, with the overlays, through Zoom, and how to just make it work out. That's all, right? It'll be totally, yeah. And I'm not going to worry about making an entire new magic system and exactly what the technological basis is. Yeah, no. So I'm just not doing any of that. I'm just doing an arena. Simple arena. No madness. Just an arena. And that means I can get it. I think I need to redo the overlay, but it's going to be done and it's going to be brilliant. That is all. Let's rob graves and kill endangered species. Also random strangers we meet in the wild. For joy. For joy.
Do you remain close?
Yes, but she's grown so much more distant than the outgoing woman I met in Valroyo. Leliana used to wander the Orlesian courts, singing the sweetest songs, charming the greatest weeds. Now she collects secrets and takes risks that would make empires tremble. I worry, but she will not hear it.
Oh. Ooh. This is some interesting information right now. It does seem as if Liliana is a bit more... She's taking her responsibilities quite seriously.
Does Liliana confide in you?
She enjoys revisiting our more disastrous adventures. Leliana used to concoct the most ridiculous plans. Run if you ever see her with a twine ball, a measuring stick, and a handkerchief.
What is your family like? I think I know
Tell me about
this.
the Montiliers.
Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Antiva City. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace. My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
Oh, then why are you arranging it?
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estates to prove they're worthy of succession. If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
Oh, wow. Wow. So what do the heads do? We are learning new information about Josephine.
What do these Antivan heads of the household do if they don't run it?
They work and provide guidance. I've taken advice from my parents. Well, mostly mother. Father's more of an artist. He's rather gauche, but we never can dissuade him from running his own salons. Between him and my siblings, mother's looking forward to my taking over the estate.
Oh, I kind of like her dad. PH, why are you in my brain? I am also jealous of her desk. That desk looks amazing. And I would love to have it. Oh, it looks so good. I also want that desk. Where do you find the time?
Can you run your family's business and be the Inquisition's ambassador?
I won't let it interfere with the quality of my work for the Inquisition, I assure you.
Oh,
But
I knew that.
managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
Gang, I feel like you have just talked and I have not seen what you said, so I'm going to refresh. This is always the thing I worry about with the iPad? Because sometimes I feel like it doesn't tell me when you're... there we go. I know it is. Oh, Levi, you used the word killer. That is so Northern California of you. We use it all the time. Oh, you've been quiet. See, but sometimes I get a little ping saying that you said something and then it didn't show up. So you sound determined.
Is running your family's estate that important to you?
I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilier never shuns their familial duty. Taxing, as those duties can sometimes be.
You know what? I will tell you. Josephine's a good egg. Maybe your family can help. You'd never let go of them, then drop them. Well, then drop them, I would not say. Oh. You ran a tiny review site called Hella Good? Why are you like... Okay, Levi, I want to know, why are you using all this Northern California slang? Hella? Wicked? Although I suppose Wicked is also New England, right? But Hella, that's super Northern California. That's so interesting. Also, awesome. Love it. Oh, you grew up on the internet. That makes sense. The internet erases geographical boundaries in certain ways, although only sort of, right? Because there are all those places that people in one space might know on the internet, but other people might not know. Yeah, Hella is super NorCal. Has everyone watched last night's Exalted? I haven't yet. I feel like things are finally clicking for them. Well, I say finally, it's actually been pretty quick when you think about it. That's true. It takes... Yes. I think... Okay. Now, see? PH should get me thinking. That is not a bad thing. I think one thing that I think is really interesting is that it takes a while for an RPG group to click and to get to know each other and to figure out what their vibe is and how they're working with each other. And yes, a lot of the streams we see do a test session beforehand, just I suppose to work out rules and all of that stuff. But I think that sometimes Barantor has brought this up before, actually. Has brought this up before, about the Critical Role effect, the ways in which people sort of look at Critical Role and think of that as sort of a model of everything. And one thing I think is true about this is that Critical Role, they've been playing for 2 years before they started on stream, and so we see their first session, but they already had 2 years worth of getting to know their characters and sort of interacting with each other and sort of building rapport. And that is not usually how the first session of an RPG goes. You know, because you don't know your character yet. I mean, like, you have a sense of your character's archetype, who you think they are. Like, you have who you want them to be. Like, you imagine, I want the character to be sort of like this. This is who I've built. But you don't really know how that's going to shake out until you've played a little bit with other people. And so the first couple episodes of an RPG, it's a lot of getting to know your character and getting to know that dynamic. And I think that people don't realize, if they have not played, they don't realize that actually that's part of it. And they sort of go with this sort of Critical Role standard of having 2 years worth of backstory. Oh, hey, Cher, how are you? Oh, you've already been here, though, right? Yeah, not all first session of the campaigns are pretty yeah, they are. They're totally stumble prone. Not all campaigns last as long either, sure. It's rare to have groups that last that long than it to be normal. It was interesting to learn more about Monos' backstory motivation, so as a character, he was more engaged with story, which was interesting. Yes. It's like that. Oh, Cher, totally that first season of TNG, where they're like, right? Yes, totally. I have to watch the VOD. I actually watched the silly Inhumans. Oh, I'm sorry that you watched Inhumans. I heard it wasn't good. Maybe, did you like it? I mean, I'd heard it wasn't very good, but maybe it actually was, but I don't know. Yeah, so I heard it was terrible, but yeah, I like how willing Monos was to go off on his own. It demonstrated how important it was to him. Ooh, yeah? Well, I have to watch it. Maybe your family can help. Maybe your
siblings could help lighten your burden.
You don't know them. But Lorien in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
That's fair. Also, I'm sorry that it was as terrible as you heard. That's a shame. I am so sorry. I don't think... yeah. I'm sorry.
Where were you raised, Josephine?
I was born in Antiva City, but when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Val Royeaux. But I bawled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
Oh. How sad you must have been.
You must have missed her terribly.
I did. And she was most unsympathetic to my wailing. But my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
Artie Snack, I'm exactly the same way. That because there have been too many things that I have liked that other people didn't like, or vice versa, for me to 100% rely on general critical reception, unless they're people that I trust, right? So, for example, there are people who are battle buddies. If they say something to me, I'm more likely to actually believe that that is true for me, right? Because, like, and I have a good friend of mine who knows my taste very well, who's like, oh no, you would really not like this. And if my really good friend tells me that, that is probably true. And Baron toward his wife not liking the Inhumans, and also, who else saw it? There's somebody else on one of the Discords who also really didn't like it, whose opinion seems to be pretty simpatico with mine. So, yeah. The writing was terrible. Someone brought up a point that Scott Buck wrote Iron Fist, and if he had been a woman or POC, he wouldn't have gotten another chance with Inhumans. Oh, that is fair. So this is the thing. I tend to make up my mind on my own. That tends to be a thing that I do. But for people who know, for people for whom there's like simpatico, I will take that very heavily. And if I just don't have the time, then I won't do it. Yeah. Well, what was school like?
What did you learn at this finishing school in Val Royeaux?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette. I still remember Madame Beventir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
Oh, so what did you think of Orlais?
How did the younger you like Val Royeaux when you arrived?
Have you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real? That was Val Royeaux to me. So beautifully foreign, I gaped at its spires for months.
Are there none in Antiva?
Does Antiva City have nothing that compares to Val Royeaux?
Antiva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Saharan, the Anderfels, whatever lies past the Amarantine Ocean.
Tommy Christmas! Hey, how are you doing? Welcome in. Come on in. Have a seat. Pull up a chair, or if we're actually in a foxhole, don't, because there's no room for, chairs in a foxhole. If we're all in the foxhole together, just sort of lean up against the walls of Earth. I mean, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Do we even need an Inhuman show? Wasn't that the point of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yeah. Well, and Levi's correct. It's about how many... But they canceled Agent Carter, which is the one I really liked.
Let's speak later.
So that made me sad. Well, that was really nice. We got to go and talk to... By the way, we're going to go and get more resources since we spent the time. I'm the same way as Trooper. I have a few people whose opinion I'll trust to at least check something out, if they even if there's something I... Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed Agent Carter. And the costuming was so good, and then they got rid of it. Which is sad. Yeah. Although it's really tricky because, again, where I like to make up my mind myself, you don't have time to do everything in the world. You know what I mean? Like, you might want to do everything in the world, but you don't always have the time for it. So, sometimes, rather than... Some things I'm like, well, that is probably not the best use of my time, is I think the best way to put it. We're going to get some Crestwood resources. Sure, let's do that.
To what?
And let's come over here, pick up some more resources, some cloth. That's great. And I feel like there was metal somewhere. We'll just get some Exalted Plains resources. That's fine. We're just getting resources, folks. Keeping them busy. Peggy was super great. Peggy was so super great. And Agent Carter also had Enver Gorkai, who was one of the only good things about Dollhouse, in my opinion. I really loved him. I thought he was great in Dyke and Lachman. She was really great. Victor and Echo, I suppose their names were, I think, if I remember correctly. They were such great actors. I really loved them. So he was in it. There was just like some good actors in that show, generally speaking. Yeah. So Agent Shield was the introduction of Inhumans. So these are the ancient Inhumans who escaped Earth. I think they could have done a lot more with the story since there aren't as many diehard fans of Inhumans as, say, Avengers or X-Men. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They pretty much copied the comics, and it ended up being too cheesy. Oh, MCU tends to tone things down and make them a bit more believable on screen, but this didn't do that, and it's just cheese. Oh, I'm upset they canceled Peggy too. Sierra, that's right. Thank you, Sierra. It was like Victor and Sierra. Thank you, because Echo was of course, because Echo was the main character. That's right. I mean, Trick of the Gifted. Ooh, it's interesting because I'm thinking about toning down. So what's interesting about toning down is that fans are never satisfied, right? You tone something down for screen so that it looks more believable. So rather than the big yellow spandex outfits, the X-Men have leather. They do these things. They're like, look, this is not going to look good on screen if we don't do this other ways. We have to tone it down so that it works better. And then fans get so mad. They're like, I can't believe you're not using the yellow spandex outfit. Like, and why are you not? Oh, you're the worst. Oh, I hate you. But then if you don't, then they're like, what is this? This is also the worst. I hate you. So I just feel like sometimes you can't win. That's all. I just feel like sometimes you can't win. I think you're probably right, Levi. They toned down the wrong stuff. I thought the Avengers... I will say that I think the Avengers was good. I just don't think it was as good as everyone says it was, but I still think it was good. I'm not saying I didn't think it was good. I thought it was good. I just thought that the first Avengers film had some writing problems that irritated me, and nobody seemed to note that. And that was, for me. I was like, well, whatever. Favorite is Ant-Man. Oh, I should see Ant-Man. I haven't seen it yet. I like the yellow spandex outfit for Wolverine that superpower beatdown used. Looked fine to me. By the way, we're going to talk to Varric. Yeah.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off?
Yeah.
I think I can oblige.
I mean, for me, the thing about the Avengers, again, it's not like and I really want to be very clear. I'm not saying the Avengers is bad. I'm not saying that. I thought it was good. It was good, but there were these things that they did that irritated me. Right? Like for example, there were some jokes that weren't that funny, and they weren't offensive. They just weren't funny. And also, I remember I did not like. And this was the same problem with one of the Fantastic Fours, I think the first Fantastic Four, where they're like, oh, it's a team movie, so what do we do plot-wise? I know, we have them fight each other and not get along, and then for the vast majority of the movie they're not going to get along, and then something will happen that'll make them get along with each other at the end, and then they'll come together, and I was like, oh, really? And that one scene where Thor and Iron Man have that big battle over Loki, and they're fighting in the forest, and Loki's kind of just standing there being like, well, whatever. That was just so unmotivated. It just wasn't, it just was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to have Iron Man and Thor fight each other? But it didn't really make any sense, and I was not impressed by that, I would say. Yeah, I mean, and then I think, and this is, I know this is me nerding out, but that's what this is here for, right? Oh yeah, no, I totally see. And the thing is, again, it was. I have a critique, but it's not a bad movie, and I think it was very enjoyable. Right? Loki just stood there. And I was like, Loki, these people are just this is when you peace out. Anyway, I didn't like it. But for me, I think one of the things that I disliked the most about the Avengers, but again, note, I liked the movie. I thought it was good. They were just little bits. Um, Loki, sorry. He was getting everything he already wanted. He wanted already. But he didn't even escape. So the thing that bugged me most about the Avengers in terms of its writing was this. Well, it was the final battle sequence for me. So they did all this really great work to set up one of the central themes of being about sort of self-control, way that you can trust yourself, mind control, right? That seemed to be like one of this major theme that Loki was so useful and so great. It was like there's all this greatness, not only just mind control, but also self-control. There was like this whole thematic that was being built up. And it was really interesting. And then they get to the end, and instead of like a final battle that really used those themes very well, they just brought in an alien invasion. And it had the problem that a lot of the superhero movies have, where they need their final battle to be super epic, and super epic means a lot of money and special effects, huge stakes that then loses personal stakes, and just a lot of violence. And I don't mind violence and all, but it just felt like a wasted opportunity, I thought. I just felt like it was a wasted opportunity. Whereas I think, for example, Deadpool didn't go huge massive for the final battle. They kept the personal, and it's one of the things I think made Deadpool so successful. I didn't think that Deadpool was successful because they cursed. Everyone's like, oh, rated R and cursing, that's what made Deadpool successful. It's like, no. Deadpool I thought was successful because they really actually focused on character, and they kept it grounded in the character in a way that I thought was really good. Yeah, no, I didn't like that either. Bad guys that came through the portal were throwaway bad guys. It just seemed like a waste of a final battle. That's what I think. It just seemed like they could have done. I really enjoyed the first Captain America. I thought that was really well done. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't like how they used it either. I have questions about Hawk. Tell me about Curfius. Let's discuss the Inquisition. I don't know if we have any new information, so let's say I have personal questions.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Okay.
Thanks, Varric.
No
Fine.
problem. Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
Krellin. What you say is so true, and now you're reminding me how irritated I am. Again, Winter Soldier wasn't bad, right? It wasn't bad, but then again, then you're like, really? Come on. TV movies that are comedies at their cores, and I rarely enjoy TV movie humor. Yeah, no, I think that I don't know if you would enjoy Deadpool or not. I didn't know if I would enjoy Deadpool or not. I was skeptical of it, to be honest. But I actually think it did some things better than some of the... And of course, one of the reasons why is because they didn't have as big of a budget, right? They didn't have as big of a budget, so they actually couldn't do some of the things that I think end up being... Sometimes having too much money can make you fall into storytelling traps that are not always the best ways to go about it. Yeah. Winter Soldier is my favorite. Yep, I also agree. Probably because it was so small. Yes, totally. I agree. I think that, and for me that was, let's discuss the Inquisition.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
If there's anybody out there who hasn't joined the Inquisition, they're hiding under a rock. Did you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able to conquer it just by looking east.
No. Tell me about... well, how's Liliana doing? I'm a little bit worried about her.
What do you think of Liliana's work?
Do you want to know what the Arashok had for breakfast this morning? I think she can tell you.
I actually am also... I feel the same way, Krellin, about Sam Wilson. Look, I really do enjoy these horror movies. When I say these things, I'm not saying it to say that they're bad. I'm not saying that. I just feel like that last act battle is almost always too big in so many of these movies. They're like, let's destroy New York again. Oh, let's destroy New York again. Oh no, New York one more time. Oh no. Or maybe now the whole planet and New York. or Metropolis, but it's New York. I feel like we need to, and then you lose the characters, you know? Then you lose the characters, and it's like a lot of money, a lot of special effects, I know, but Bucky's the last link captures past. He lost Peggy, he lost all this time. Yeah. Let's discuss Josephine.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
I'm starting to get the feeling that this is all a warm-up before she takes over Antiva in a bloodless coup.
Listens and passes around cookies and chips before glittering some stuff. Hey,
what do you think
listening
about
is
Jeff?
great.
He's been insufferably smug lately. You might want to tell him to watch his back. I think Liliana might shiv him.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Hey,
To know.
I can see that I actually I don't have all of the mosaic tiles finished, but I've got quite a few of them. I don't think we have any new information from Barrack.
Talk your ear off. I think I can oblige.
Oh, PH. And, I will say this. I don't dislike action sequences, but I want them to be done in a way where I want them to... And you can do action sequences in a lot of different ways. Do you know what I mean? But they need to have a couple... Like, there needs to be, like, one of a couple different things for them to work for me. So, for example, let's... question about Hawk? I think I've got all
Tale
this.
of the champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction.
So,
Go ahead.
no, I see it clearly. I've done all of that. I
Carry
don't think
on.
I have anything new for Barrack. So we're done with Barrack. Let us go and talk to our other friends. Let's talk to... Well, let's talk to this person for a moment.
Stone Mad Inquisitor.
Can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have any insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
You know, it's funny,
Another time.
Artie Snack.
Bane, Inquisitor.
I'm the kind of person who would generally agree with you, that generally I would say, right, I don't like action for action's sake, I want it to advance the storyline or plot, and then I'll like it. But I have seen action sequences that I think were basically action for action's sake, and I did like them, because they were really innovative and interesting, right? Like, if you can give me an action sequence that is probably there just to be cool, but it's really new, like you're wanting to do something new with it, then I might actually like it. I can't think of any examples, but I don't want to rule it out, right? I don't want to rule out the idea that maybe there might be an action sequence that is basically just there that I might like if it's innovative and new and interesting. But none of these superhero movies are giving you new and innovative action. Do you know what I mean? It's just... And also, there's not a lot of soul in them. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, shoot, I need to lock up. Oh. Lock up. The Star Trek troops fight to defend the fort. That's a good action scene because, yeah, Matrix was an entire movie of action for action's sake, but was all new stuff when it came out. Yeah, no, and actually I think that, thinking about even just the first Matrix, some of those action sequences were just like, whoa, right? I mean, that was amazing, and so that was cool. I wonder how they'll do that. I will indeed. Should Star Trek movies.
Inquisitor,
Let's see if we have anything new.
do you have a moment?
Oh, hey, new scene, everyone. We get some stuff. Ooh.
What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
Has the anchor changed me? Here's my thought. Of course, the anchor has to change you. Because, right, but I don't know if it was the anchor, but the experience, do you know what I mean? So, get to the point is two roots, we're not going to say that. How should I know is probably the best thing to say, because we don't really know, right?
If it had, do you really think I'd have noticed?
No. That's an excellent point.
Why do you ask?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
I'm just like everyone else, I think is what my Inquisitor would have said at the beginning of the game 150 hours ago. Also, gang, yes, I think that my Inquisitor would have said I'm just like everyone else 150 hours ago, but I don't think he would say that now. I think that he's sort of accepted that he's no longer just like everyone else, like with all this sort of burden of leadership. So I think we're going to go with what did you expect?
What have I done that's so surprising?
You have shown subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I expected. If the Dalish could raise someone with a spirit like yours,
Ooh.
have I misjudged them?
Yes. 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 Sorry, I didn't even know that there was a yes option, but the answer is clearly yes. What is up with his saying rude things about the Dalish? The answer is yes.
I don't hold the Dalish up as perfect, but we have something worth honoring. A memory of the ancient ways.
Perhaps that is it. I suppose it must be. Most people act with so little understanding of the world, but not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means that I respect you deeply, Inquisitor.
Oh.
And I have disturbed you enough for one evening.
Oh. Hey. Solus no longer hates me because I'm Dalish. That's nice. Oh, by the way, I've got to go grocery shopping for... Oh, hey. I've got to go grocery shopping for makeup, for powder, because I'm so shiny. Like this, I've got these overhead lights here that are like overhead fluorescent institutional sorts of lights that just make me super shiny. So I will... That is a thing. Oh, look, it's my home. That is a thing that I'm going to do. I don't know when I will do that because I rarely have time to leave my... I don't have a lot of time, but I will do it. It's fine. Because, you know, I'm so shiny. Also, he says it's because... Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. That's probably what it is. Although, you know, if HQ were here, she'd probably say some stories about her boyfriend. But she is not. Yes, it is my own. It's my own personal glow. That is correct. We're going to talk to everyone, by the way, because it is time. Hello, Solus. Do you have anything more to say to me?
Good afternoon.
No, I don't think you do.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay, we're going to talk to everyone. I'm so excited about this because we might get new things, and I'm excited. Also, we need to find. We have to actually. I can't remember how to find her. But, hi, Dorian.
Fancy meeting you here.
We should talk.
I need to talk to you.
About how much you adore me, I assume? I
Yes.
hear that soft.
We need to end this. No, won't say that. Let's spend time. Oh, yeah. Let's spend time together.
Let's do something interesting.
More
Percival
interesting
and
than
Sweat.
wandering the countryside killing random strangers? Perish the thought. This castle of yours isn't exactly filled with diversions. But we can figure something out.
Oh, hey, we spent time together. See, that's nice. You have to do relationship maintenance. That's important.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Is everything well?
I trust everything is well with the mages?
Oh,
Pleased with the alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
ooh, I'm on your TV now? I feel like, ooh, I'm on the TV. I've been on your TV more than once, Barantor. I have, yeah, you know, I've been on your TV more than
I'll
once.
leave you to it.
That's all I'm going to say about that. And then, who are you?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Oh, thanks. How are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Oh, good.
Pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's prison state.
Well, so Barantor, I am totally excited. I know that if your wife is there in the space where you're living, and she wants to say something about Marvel, type it in so we can talk about it. I will tell you,
Yes, Inquisitor.
as a young person, I was always a DC person over a Marvel person, But that was mainly because DC at the time had all these non-superhero books, right? They had House of Mystery, The Witching Hour, Warlord, Arion, Lord of Atlantis, Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld. They had all these sort of like sword and sorcery books and horror books, and they had a bit more book variety, and I really enjoyed those.
They scare me.
Yes, so tell her to say hi. Oh, good. And so, as a kid, I appreciated, I very much appreciated those other books. But I will also say it was interesting. They also had that run of Teen Titans, Marv Wolfman and George Perez, that was super, super adult, I suppose, from a kid's point of view. That I didn't feel talked down to me at all. So I also really enjoyed that one Teen Titans run. Very much a Marvel family. She was saying how much she hopes the rest of Humans might be better. Oh, maybe it will get better. I mean, I hope people will give it a try. I hope it gets better, and B, I hope people will give it a try. For me, it was the 90s cartoons that got me interested in the comics. 90s X-Men and Spider-Man. Oh, Oh, interesting. Let's see. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Very nice. I will also say that when I was reading back in the 80s, and I suppose late 70s, when I was reading Marvel, I was reading, I forgot, also DC had The Shadow, which was like good pulpness, and I really appreciated that. I would say I read Ghost Rider. That was a Marvel book that I really liked. Alan Moore's run on Captain Britain I really enjoyed. My friends were reading X-Men at the time, but then they were so angry at the Dark Phoenix saga and the weird retcons that I ended up not reading it.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Tell me about Morrigan.
What do you know of Morrigan?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kier. He seems so normal, like any other little boy, and so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
Interesting.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
I have a little sister, so I was forced to watch all sorts of things for my Saturday morning cartoons. I still haven't forgiven Marvel for making me have to call Captain Marvel Shazam. Oh, thank you, Krellin. Thank you. Because Shazam is Captain Marvel to me, right? And I'm just... That one is right. Captain Marvel.
Service, my lord.
And Marvel still has yet to hit the inspirational tone of old school Superman. That's true. Superman,
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did. What of it?
So, here's the thing. I think I've gotten all those things from her. I don't know if there's anything new. A few months ago, you got a subscription to Marvel Unlimited and binged on a bunch of X-Men. So much newer stuff that's great, too. Oh, so if you get Marvel Unlimited, do you get to read... I imagine this is like the means to read digital comics, yes? So my question then is, I feel like there are people we have not even spoken to, but it is fine. Do you get to read back issues of Marvel books if you get Marvel Unlimited, or no? Oh, look at those mountains, everyone. Look at those mountains. Those are beautiful. And look at the sky. This game... Oh, and there's the sun setting behind the mountains. This game is beautiful, everyone. I just thought I'd mention it again because it really is. Wonder Woman was good, but having the new Captain Kirk in it was a bad choice. I haven't seen the new Wonder Woman yet. I need to do so. It is something that is on my list. My wife and daughter were Silver Moon, and the thought was great. Marvel Unlimited is unlimited digital comics, loads of back issues. It's behind about 6 months or so to current, but it has 60s and everything. Oh, wow. Oh, that's, sorry, I forgot that I was also reading Star Trek comics off of Marvel. That was another thing that I was doing. Oh. Okay, gang, so it looks like we've talked to everybody up here. Let's head down. Oop. We have spoken to, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 of our companions. We probably need to hit a couple more. I am... Here we go. This is the doorway to talk to... Oh, Vivienne's alchemy notes. I know, so beautiful, right? So gorgeous. A suitable replacement for the primatus root must be derived, as the plant went extinct during the Second Blight. Dried red moss cut from a wandering hill has shown similar restorative effects. An emulsion of silverite and elfroot extract can counteract the fatal toxicity of red moss. The solution must be heated for exactly 75 minutes with magical flame. Mundane fires, regardless of fuel type, have been found to burn at too low a temperature. The heart of the snowy wyvern must be added at the last possible moment. The compound becomes unstable when exposed to light. Even if stored in perfect darkness, it is only viable for 3 days. It begins to degrade in potency in a matter of hours, and experimentation has shown that the age regression effect decreases steadily over time from the moment it is synthesized. By the 2nd day, the results are almost too subtle to detect. By the 3rd, it is entirely useless. Wait, this is about a potion for age regression effects. How old is Vivienne? Is she like hundreds of years old?
Age regression. Who is this potion for?
Yeah. How old is Vivienne? Let's talk to Vivienne. We have some things for her.
What can I do for you, my dear? Is it too much to hope that you've brought me the heart of the snowy wyvern?
Oh, I've got the heart. Let's do it. Now let's talk.
If you want the wyvern's heart, you'll tell me what you're using it for.
I can do better, darling. Give me the heart, and I'll show you what it's for. Will that suffice?
Yes. Sure. Also, I don't know why she disapproves. I'm giving her the heart. Whatever.
All right. 1 heart as requested.
How kind of you. Please accept this as your payment. I must begin work immediately. I should apologize. I must admit that I had completely misjudged you, Inquisitor. I would like you to come with me to see this through.
Okay. Sure. Let's go find out what she's doing. And she's probably also 300 years old. I know, but the problem was, it is because I was forceful. It's true, PH, but the problem was I didn't have any other choice. I either had the choice of lying to her that I had the heart, which it's not a lie, I do have it, saying that I have it, or saying, like, never mind. So, I know. And the thing is, I just want to note that we're in the middle of the mountains.
This should only take a moment, Inquisitor.
So, I mean, we're in the middle of the mountains. I feel like she'd want to wear something a bit warmer. Oh, this is not for her.
I'm here, my darling.
What's going on? Yeah, there's no way that's comfortable. Not at all. Maybe she's not into comfort.
Yes, darling.
It's going to be all right, my love.
Oh. Wait.
My darling? Bastien?
Oh. I'm gonna say I'm so sorry.
Vivienne, I'm sorry.
There's nothing here now.
Oh. Also, I know a lot of people, like Cher says, who wear a lot of ropes for fun, and so it could be. I mean, maybe she enjoys wearing ropes for fun. It can be. It can be, depends on the ropes. If you have good ropes, then it can be very comfy. And Jer would totally know. I see you, Jer. I see you. I see you. Oh, I was at a show. There was a whole rope thing. It was delicious. It was very good. Also, I'm really sorry about that loss that she had. I know. I hope Vivienne's okay. It didn't make sense. Some people, it depends. It depends on what the ropes are, what kind of ropes they are, how they're tied. Like, you can do it in a way that is not chafing, or maybe some people like chafing. We need to talk to her one more time, because we have a bit more. We have a bit more that we can say to her, Vivienne. So we need that doorway. I'm just saying. Hemp ropes generally work well too. That looked more like knitting gone wrong. Guess the plan was an Icelandic pullover. Oh, look, we only need one more tile for that one as well. We're doing really well, everyone.
Bastien is dead. I can hardly believe. It was the Wintersend Ball. My first visit to the Imperial Palace. The Circle sent a dozen of us to entertain the nobility. I was in awe of everyone and everything, and then our eyes met. Bastien spent the entire ball at my side. The Dowager tried to have him killed for slighting her, but he didn't care.
Let's say love at first sight.
Falling in love across a crowded ballroom. Sounds like something out of a children's story.
He was a dashing rogue, and any defects he might have had were made up for with rank and importance. It was a more innocent time, I suppose. Now he's gone, and I must write to his son Laurent. And his sister will make a terrible fuss if she isn't informed first. And I'll need to arrange for the chantry services. Maker only knows how long that will take.
Oh. The architecture in the castle is very good. I like it as well. And then she put that outfit back on. She likes things reactive. Apparently she does. Apparently she loves things. And there are people who like that, And no judgment. I will not yuck anybody's yum. Is there anything I can do? That's what we're going to ask.
If I can help you, just say the word.
No, my dear. I'll handle everything. Excuse me. I have so much to do.
Oh.
Yes?
Let's see if there's anything else we have. It's done.
Your lost books have been found.
Your assistance in this matter will not be forgotten, I assure you.
So we've done that.
Yes?
Yeah, we're done there. Oh, I'm so sad about her lost love. That's depressing. Let's jump over here. Because I like to jump over things. We now can talk to our friends down here. I want to know what Cassandra has to say. Hello, Three Eyes.
Inquisitor.
Okay. Apparently you don't have anything to say. Let's go this way. What do we have? Next report to look at, unless you're a vampire.
I trust all is well.
I'd like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
It's good that you recruited Enchanter Vivienne into the Inquisition. She is ambitious, but has always shown sense in her dealings with the Chantry.
Okay.
My advice would be to watch her, but heed her when she speaks. That one wastes no words.
Okay.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
That sounds great. So let's see. Who else do we talk to? We talk to someone in here, I think. Who are we talking to in here?
Is that all for today?
Not by a long shot.
You are wily, your worship.
I've received word of your influence yet again, and the rewards. Take note of the effect in the stores. How you do it is beyond me.
Thanks. Okay.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Hold on. Who is this that I'm looking for right here? So we've spoken to Cassandra. Oh, right. So we just need to get Blackwall. That's fine. And then Sarah and Iron Bull. Oh, we should probably talk to Iron Bull. I think we haven't talked to him since. Yeah. I think we haven't spoken to him since he got kicked out of the Coon and made Talva Shoth, so I think we probably need to have that conversation. Ooh. I know. Cassandra's just like, doing her thing.
Let me know if you find one.
Let's chat with Krem, who's not dead.
Shame the alliance with the Chief's people didn't work out. He hasn't said anything, but he's feeling it.
Yeah, I thought so.
We'll talk later.
Do also any ladies have long hair in this game? I think the answer is yes. No? Let me think. Morgan has long hair. She wears it up.
You wanted to see me?
Oh! Oh! Hey!
Bull! I got it!
Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so... Sorry, boss. I thought I might need backup. Guess I'm not even worth sending professionals for.
Oh, let's investigate that one. How's that wound? First things first.
You all right?
Fine. Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
The knife could be poisoned.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec, liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now. As it is, it stings like shit. But that's about it.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of the women we're seeing are, I feel like also long hair might be hard to.
You knew the assassins were coming.
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
You could have warned me.
Why didn't you tell me ahead of time?
You go through years of Ben Hasrith training to hide facial expressions when I wasn't looking.
No, that's fair.
See? Like that. If I'd warned you with the guards, the assassins would have been tipped off.
That's fair. And I'm going to say they didn't have to do this.
I hope the Ben Hasroth would let you go.
They did. Sending 2 guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talva Shoth. Talva fucking Shoth.
Okay. You're still you. Report this attack, please. Will you make it through this? Let's just say you're still... Oh, that's a romance one. No, we're not romancing him. Report this attack, please. Will you make it through this? Report this attack, please? I suppose we'll go with that one. Because I feel like, of course you'll make it through this. But that one.
Tell Cullen and Liliana what happened. We'll tighten security.
Will do, boss. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
Aww. Iron Bull. Iron Bull's my buddy. Let's talk to Cullen and see how Cullen is doing. Hey, Cullen. Oh, cutscene. Ooh, cutscene. I hope he's doing okay.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
You're feeling better?
I trust you're feeling better.
Iron Bull is great.
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there, should not have pushed myself so far that day.
I'm glad I could help, is what I will say. Because we're being supportive.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was not myself after that. I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
You know, we have some choices. You can't ignore the past. It's good to let go. You're too hard on yourself. I think my character would say you're too hard on yourself, because I think my character is a little bit, I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, PH, yes. I just always bring Iron Bull and Cassandra and Dorian. Like, I just don't bring other people with me in my party. That's fine. They get to hang out in the castle. It's okay. I know it's like I'm gearing up for the end. I feel like our game is going to be over after almost a year, really soon, maybe. Cullen was mad after the friend from the Circle because they had to crush one of the cute mages, but then she ran off and became a Grey Warden. Yeah. So we're going to go with you're too hard on yourself, because I think this character being an assassin and a rogue and kind of pragmatic, I think it's a bit more of like a, sometimes you have to do things.
You're a better person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the thought, but I know who I am. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
I'll be better when we win. I'm scared I'll fail. My friends keep me grounded. Don't concern yourself. So don't concern yourself is not something that this elf would say. My friends keep me grounded is also something I actually don't think that he would say, because that's a little bit too touchy-feely for him. And I think there's always this kind of like funny sort of sense of not knowing. And I think I'm scared I'll fail. We're going to just go with I'll be better when we win.
I'll feel better when we take down Corypheus.
As will I. He will not elude us forever.
Ooh, music. A little bit of music right there for minor epicness. Okay, all right. So now where are we? Let's check our map, because they just dumped us out randomly. We have to talk to people. Let's go talk to Morrigan. We'll just jump over there. And then, hey Morrigan. Also Mother Giselle, how are you?
Your worship.
I don't think there's anything new there.
Farewell.
Oh, actually, we could ask about the people. Let's do that.
Inquisitor?
How are the people?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the people at Skyhold?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part. To see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost. And traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that, though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wisely.
I have how are the people elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
You have done much for the refugees in the hinterlands. Many who would have starved or frozen owe you their lives. With the rift near Crestwood sealed, the villagers have begun rebuilding their homes and lives. The people in the hills of Emprise de Lyon are safe again, thanks to you. They may even plant crops this season. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell.
Be well, Inquisitor.
I just want you all to know that I do have very mixed feelings about the Inquisition. And I feel like we should have Morrigan. Oh, there she is. There's Morrigan and her son. Let's chat with her. My Grey Warden is like so committed to Morrigan romantically, even though it was a super bad idea.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
Yes. What are you working on?
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade, in fact, came from the orb. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
I do want to tell some folks that we are in the mountains and it is cold, so maybe like a shawl, sweater would be good. Also, the Inquisition is such a friendly term. I appreciate your efforts.
However you can help, it's appreciated.
Continue prodding at Corypheus, Inquisitor. Elicit a reaction, and we may yet learn from it.
Hey, you know what? She may be a mom who wears the weird Lady of the Wilds things all the time. Also, tell me about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I have no questions,
I
apparently.
leave you to the garden.
As you like.
Although I do love the voice actor. That's Claudia Black, and she's pretty awesome. So, let's take some plants. Just take some Blood Lotus. Oh, no, okay, that's fair. Mages do tend to dress with less clothing. That is a true statement. This is a true fact. I know, she's really cool. And I love watching the...
Your worship?
Hello. I think actually we're good there.
As you were.
So we have spoken to not everyone. There are people we have not spoken to, and I just want to jump there. Let's go here, because we haven't actually spoken to Sarah. Right? We're missing her and also Blackwall, and then I think we've got the whole team. Right? Then I think we've got the whole team. Hello. We spoke to Iron Bull. I just want to say hi to him one more time, just in case, because I'm worried about him.
See you, boss.
Oh, good. Okay.
See you later, Bull.
We're good there. Our tune. Oh, actually, and Cole as well.
The witch? You don't know. She was mentored by Asha Belinar.
How lovely. Now in a civilized language?
Lameth, the witch of the wilds.
In that dress? Hedge mage tales. Arcanist derangement.
People are talking about her. Hey, don't be rude. Alright, we are looking for Sarah and Cole. And... who are you?
Training will continue when your duties allow.
Okay. Let's talk to Cole.
She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Okay. Let's go and talk to Sarah, who's in the corner over here. And then,
Sitting and waiting. Right, yeah?
hi. Let's investigate. Thoughts on our progress?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now. Gonna make everything the way it should be. Praying's nice, I suppose. Corypheus bit, though. Height.
Yep, carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Krellin, I'm going to just try to imagine that hat is like a spirit hat. Maybe he's very sensitive about sun and needs full body coverage. Yeah, no, actually, Cole is the big hat. Delivered. One cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities, if resources should be spent on such things. Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal entries by Sarah. Also doodles of Sarah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner, circle soft. Lizard, scratched out. Rough and weird. Holla, fake. Real ones stink. Cards, little worlds. Goblet, fancy cup. Cup, shite goblet. Bottle, warden, strong. Bottle, Teventa, Pisweak. Stupid sword. There's a small bloodstain. Silk, bolts, not arrow bolts, soft. Make something. Her mask, big head. His mask, tight face. DeLoncet corset lacing. Snip, boing, floppity. A doodle of a googly-eyed face with a peculiar mustache. That's not a face. I think that minstrel Meriden is chatting me up. The song is creepy. Yep, that was... Everyone's chatting up. You know, I bet this... Sorry, all the warm colors we're getting, right? I just bet this tavern is warm and comfortable and friendly. We want to go this way. Weird. Yeah, Sarah is a little random, is what I would say about her. She is a little random. I also don't think she drinks so much. Maybe she does, but I can imagine her being random with no alcoholic input. Let's talk to Blackwall, who I never take, ever, anywhere.
We need to head to Adamant Fortress as soon as possible. If there's a chance we can stop Corypheus from destroying the Wardens, we can't let it slip away.
What's an Adamant?
What do you think we'll uncover in Adamant?
Nothing good. Hearing the Warden's plan was bad enough. Now we'll see it firsthand. Best case, we find a nightmare. Worst, we'll find a nightmare, then die painfully. I still can't believe what they're doing. I thought I understood the order.
Actually, I think we probably have all of this, but...
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Alright, that's enough.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
I am. Why are you being snarky about it? Like, that was weird. Don't be snarky. Why don't we... Oh, we can just do this through a fast travel. We are going to go... we're going to go right here. We're going to go to the Jaws of Hakkon, which is one of the bits of... Maybe I'll get this game and take all the people Trooper won't. Well, if you did... I mean, here's the thing. If I played a different class, I would probably take different people. Right? So, like, if I were playing not a rogue, I would probably really want to have... I wouldn't need... Well, I would need to have rogues with me, so I'd have to have Sarah or Cole or Barrick with me at all times, because I would need a rogue. So, yeah. And then if I were a fighter, I wouldn't need both Iron Bull and Cassandra, because I have 2 fighters in my party right now. So I would just have different people. I don't know who I'd have. Like, who I'd get along with? Like, what that would be? Like, I don't know. Let's start over here first. I wish I knew, but it's all very mysterious. Oh, look at this. Androstian Throne Accessory 2. Ooh, nice. What is this? Alliances... What is this? Hissing Waste Resources. Gather metals. Let's, gather metals.
At your service.
Let's... Western Approach Resources. Let's do some of that. That seems...
Inquisitor.
Interesting and fun. And then, what is this up here? Offer help. More about dragons. Teventa Resistance. Red Jenny. We completed some stuff. I just want more resources. Let's just get some Exalted Plains resources. It's fine.
To work?
And then... I know, I feel a little guilty that I don't take, like... But why would I ever take Blackwall with me? Yeah, I just... When I have Iron Bull and Cassandra, I just don't know why I would do that. I mean, if I were a different character, maybe. But as it is, I just... But here, investigate the Frostback Basin. This is our Jaws of Hakkon, what's the word? DLC. DLC is the word that that we haven't looked at yet. So let's see. Minimum suggested level 20, which I think we're at. Yes. To Ambassador, this is Professor Brand Kenrick. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier, thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company as on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick, University of Orlais. And we are going to do it. I think the mages are my least favorite companions in the game. So if I were to play, maybe I should have my character. Oh yeah, I think that you could do that, right? You could be a mage, and then and then you could take all the that would be good. I think that might be good. Let's see. We've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they could find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. This place is dangerous. Scout Harding. Ooh. Let's gather our party and have... So I clearly have done his... I feel like I have done his thing, not hers. I don't know if I've completed his. I have completed hers. I don't know if I've completed his. Because you never know if you've completed all the stuff for all the people. Oh, I've completed hers. Oh, sorry about that, Vivienne. And I completed his. Yeah, we're going to take the same people with us, though. All of our friends. That's all we do. We take our friends with us. I'm sure the other people are interesting, but they're not that interesting. If I had a different character, if I were playing a mage, right? If I were playing a mage, I'd have to figure out what kind of mage I was playing. Maybe I could play kind of like a human super into the Chantry mage. Oof, that would be weird. I don't know how I'd feel about that. We're level 20, right? The same people, because they're the best. I know, they are the best. What am I supposed to do about it? But if I played a different person, right, I think that I would... I think I might want to play... Well, here's the thing. We've spent 150 hours on this. I'm not playing this game again in the near future, because I have other games that I need to play that are just right over there, and I need to play them. Like, you can't see them, because,
Good to see you again, Inquisitor.
Hi, Scout
Allow
Harding.
me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
Oh, he's not Orlesian.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Oh, who was that?
I'm afraid I'm a little behind on my studies.
Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Yeah. This is a good cause.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition helped find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that.
I thought we could catch up.
Anytime, Inquisitor.
PH, you asked me this question? You asked me this question if I have a fancy hat? Give me 50 seconds. I'll be right back. So, now I don't know really if I can wear this hat with my headset because I don't think it'll fit, but you asked. One moment. This is my fancy professor hat, but I cannot wear it while I'm wearing my headset, so I won't. But you asked for my fancy professor hat, so here is my fancy professor hat. Boom! Fancy professor hat. It just happened. So yes, I do, but mine is way better than his. My hat's way better than his hat. That's all. Oh, yeah, no, I appreciate that the dwarves are not all Scots, because that gets old, right? It gets old. And, what else? Thank you. The tassel is pinned in place. It is by a professor of video gaming. It is pinned in place, and, it is also quite heavy, actually. Where did you learn to fight? How's your family? Thoughts on the Avar? What do you think of Kenrick? Tell me about the basin. Tell me about the basin.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
You are.
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfish or poo. The stuff's vile. Makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
It is true that the tassel is supposed to hang in your face because it's supposed to be on the left side a bit, right? So I can't put this on right now, but because here's the tag is right there. That goes in the back. So you're gonna have this right here on. Right, it looks really silly with it over the headset, but yes, it does. It hangs in your face. My hat brings all the students to the yards, and I'm like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. My hat. Steam died. No, I'm here. Did you? Steam. I shake my fist. I might suggest that to the commander. It would be great for sieges. Let's just say good idea.
That's a brilliant idea. I'll endorse it.
Wonderful. I'll write it up as soon as I get back to Skyhold.
Yeah, I like her. What do we have? What do you think of Kenrick?
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
I actually don't mind it because I also have glasses on, so it's not like it's going to hit me in the eye. So it's fine. Thoughts on the Avar?
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders.
Oh, I like the way she thinks. We should keep her around. For mayhem.
Yes, mayhem.
Love it. Continue.
All right. Get it out of your system.
Mayhem! It's funny how a word loses its meaning when you say it enough times.
Oh, no, you can have lots of mayhem. The tradition is before graduation, the tassel hangs to the right, and on that graduation, you flip it to the left. That is correct. Like, there's a whole, da-da-da, switch it over. I watched Jim Jeffries' stand-up the other night, and he asked why it is that dwarfism, little people are the only things in movies we can just call up a bunch of based on... Why is it that dwarfism, little people, are the only things in movies we can just call up a bunch of based on their looks? George Lucas calls up and orders a ton of them for Ewoks. Actually, that is not the case. They're not the only things in movies we can just call up a bunch of based on their looks. I used to work as an extra during the summers when I was doing my grad work at UCLA, and when you work as an extra, right, you call this line and they tell you what they're looking for. There's like a whole like list of people saying, "Oh, we need this, and they would say things like, "We're looking for European types for this episode of Alias. We're looking for people who are over 6 feet tall." Like I mean, extras are all the time based specifically on looks.
What are your thoughts about our progress against Corypheus?
We're getting close. It feels like we're on the right track, doesn't it?
We are.
Everyone working together against our common goal. It feels good.
And then, how's your family?
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they moved
Oh, yes,
together
Jer.
once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montelier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just, I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
That's okay. That's okay. And where did you learn to fight?
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow, all that.
Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts and what takes them down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow and taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
I think the question is...
See you soon, Inquisitor.
That's a good point, Barantor, but I also wonder about sort of thinking of this as a handicap. Like, I would be interested to know if people with dwarfism perceive of dwarfism as a handicap. If that, I would be interested. I think we can go on our... Alright, let's see where we're going. Quest map. The basin beckons. I suppose we should head south? Alright, this doesn't look too maddening. But let's see where we're going. Yes, right, I think it depends on the type of dwarfism. Yeah. I feel like that is true. Yeah. But I was also thinking about, what was it? Was it Game of Thrones, maybe? Where they were looking for people who were all super, super underweight. So, for I think it was last season, the season before last. Who is writing this? Okay, here's a French person. Legion. Professor Bram Kenrick, the requested supplies have been sent to your current location from the university, including additional ink, books on Ameridan, and 3 Divine Age buckles for purposes of comparison. And yes, upon your return you may say, "I told you so," in regards to my saying your collection was useless. Everything should arrive shortly after you. Of course, roads still aren't what they were. Also, I fed that fish, but I'm not talking to it for you. Professor Chaval Laurent, University of Orlais. The zombies. The zombies? You mean the rock band? Just asking. Okay, I don't think we should go into here yet, should we? Property of Colette. Pages of neatly written, painstakingly detailed notes fill a well-worn journal. The notes break midway through for a list. Expedition to Frostback Basin. Preparations. Reread Finding Ameridan. Complete. Review notes on appropriate excavation methods. Complete. Practice categorization of minute material artifacts. Complete. Read book on Frostback Basin. Complete. Practice camping. Complete. Note, bring a pillow. Reread An Anatomy of Various Terrible Beasts. Complete. Learn to fence. Cannot find willing instructor. Ask brother for fencing defense lessons. Bad idea. Read book on survival and defense, complete. Bring towels, packed. A few idle swirls follow, along with a tiny sketch of an elf defending a stack of papers from various terrible beasts. The caption reads, Fieldwork. Well, this person, Colette, seems quite humorous and amusing. And also... read.
But if you mark the pages by bending the corners...
A baffled note. A note affixed to a door entitled Sir Lothair Bernays Duré's Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding, if I could use the opinion of an expert, though impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated. Bram Kenrick. Sure it could, if you had enough apples. Harding. For a lot of kids I worked with was what we considered a handicap. They're normal. Colette is just cold cross-dressing. This is true. This is a true fact. This is a true fact. So I think in here we're going to find something. Here's our professor. Hello, Professor.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Harding is a good scout.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
Yes, I think my hat is way better than his hat. And also, I imagine spirits can cross-dress, but what are they cross-dressing as? So, if they're normally spirits, Cole is clearly cross-dressing as a mortal, right? Because that would be, right, the mortal-spirit divide. So Cole is a mortal cross-dresser, cross-dressing as a mortal, right? I think. I don't know if spirits get to pick their clothes, actually. That's... PH, you are totally normal. I am strange. I think most would consider a disability rather than a handicap, at least from my experience. Right. But then, I suppose the question is if dwarfism disables you in a way, because if it doesn't, then is it a disability? I don't know. Let's investigate. What's this about Tevinter?
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
I would need to talk to somebody who
While it's rare to see Tevinter
is a little person.
so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
Yeah, Cole actually is an abomination, Krellin. Cole is a spirit manifest in human form, and people would want to kill him, but it turns out he is not murderous, so we're letting him hang out with us. Period-specific buckling?
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle, but ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter, while this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Orlesian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
Oh, Professor. That's actually, I suppose you're right, Krillin. And I have not spoken to any little people specifically about little people self-identification. That is what I've not yet done.
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
There was a battle?
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordillus Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
Interesting. Tell me of the fishing camp.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakkon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
Well, I will investigate this island.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Okay. So we have gotten a lot of information. Let's loot things, because the only bad thing about having the big peephole is, you know, I cannot see the little thing. Inquisitor Ameridan. Who's doing this? This is by... Ooh. Is this our professor? Is this our professor? He's sort of got a kind of quasi-Scottish accent, which I'm not. Alright, well, here we go. We will try it. Forgive me, because I don't think I've got his accent down just right, so it's going to not be so great, but I will work on it. What is known about Inquisitor Ameridan would barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Hakkon. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantries as part of the Navaran Accord, their order serving as precursors to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after the Accord was signed, between 122 and 124 Divine, Ameridan left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated hearsay, broad speculation, or salacious rumor-mongering. Ameridan did not willingly cede power. Hakkon forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death, then removed the Inquisition rather than suffer rebellion in the new Chantry's ranks. Ameridan was forced to retire due to the still young Chantry's restrictions requiring celibacy, and as he was involved in a relationship with mysterious Lady Mage that the Chantry erased from history. Ameridan was a rowdy noble who cared more for raucous entertainment than for Seekers. He held that position only because Hakkon wanted a loyal friend commanding the order, and when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Ameridan was free to retire to a life of hunting dragons and wenching. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer a few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve so deeply into their own historical specialties they lose key context. Firstly, Emperor Hakkon, rightly acknowledged as the man who molded the Chantry into the organization it is today, was a pious man, committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by Andrastian principles. All sources agree that Ameridan was a close friend of Hakkon, and while it is certainly possible that Ameridan was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Hakkon would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated such a man holding a position of power in the growing Orlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Ameridan was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith or lack thereof. Rumor mongers suggesting Ameridan was exiled ask us to believe that Emperor Hakkon could see no use for a powerful warrior with years of command experience. Given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Orlesian life for more than 15 years at the time of Ameridan's disappearance, with darkspawn pouring from the Anderfels and into northern Orlais in growing numbers, it is frankly absurd to suggest Hakkon would casually dispose of such a military asset. Without further evidence, we may never know more about Ameridan's departure. Nevertheless, I hope that we may eschew the currently popular cynicism, at least when obvious evidence against it is presented, to see that his disappearance must have had some other cause. From Finding Ameridan by Professor Bram Kenrick, Starkhaven University Press. Erasing people. I feel like erasing people from history is bad. I don't like it. Questions of accuracy that moved against them were halted by the light from her most assured hands. It was then she took her own counsel, in ways best not set forth here, and led the party away. Did American's eyes seek hers among those assembled, as he relayed the events which led them there? If she stood among us, I did not know her. Yet his hand moved slightly at his side, as my own does when my wife is near and I seek wordless comfort in the touch of her fingers. We had all heard the whispers. Did he say her name in the telling? Would he have dared? Times were different, but have they changed so much? Excerpt from the writings of Lord Brescond, first put to the page in 148 Divine. A letter follows. Kenrick, this is a precise copy. The preceding pages were lost or removed ages ago. Brescond makes no further references to this woman, although Meriden comes up several times later on. Brescond's writings, as they pertain to Inquisitor Meriden, are not entirely unknown, although you're unlikely to find them amongst Chantry records. The validity is largely dismissed. Some have questioned whether this so-called light and council reference magic or holy insight, and of course, Brescond wrote down his impressions many years after the fact. The author's own wife brought accuracy into question when she admitted her husband was recalling his youth in the Orlesian capital through nostalgia and age-distorted memory. I believe her admission is part of official Chantry record. Best of luck, M. Well, now we have a Lady Mage mystery about. Seems like there might be something interesting in this question of the mysterious Lady Mage. We're gonna go out. We're gonna see what we can find. Wait, I feel like there's actually another place that we could have gone through. Hold on. We went... What is that? Oh, change party. No need. Right, there were two ways to go. We went that way, and then there's also this way. And we will see where this will bring us. Are those geese? Basin floor. Were those geese, do you think? I don't know. Barantor, I hope one day we will be able to meet your wife virtually on the internet. Because that would be nice. Left is the right way. Oh? Oh, look! It is Silverite, which we're going to take. Let's... By the way, this is kind of gorgeous, right? Looks nice. It's beautiful, it's lush. I bet right now it's sort of warm, but not super hot, because it's late in the evening. I sometimes... Oh, looks like there are people over there. And also... Everite. We will take it. I wonder if those people are friendly, or if we will have to murder them. It would be nice if they were friendly. Let's, Oh, spindleweed. There are people. I want to talk to them. This has been your Inquisition weather report. We do a lot of mining and herb picking for the Lead Refuge operation like the Inquisition. This is true. We really do. Oh, good. I like being your side, living vicariously through you. That's fine. Okay, so these are friends of ours. They're not people we need to murder, which makes me feel good. Let's look. Where are we at? So here we are. At this moment, there's a rift over here, stuff over there. Find a way to get to the island. You know what? I think all that's really well and good, but I want to actually close that rift, is what I want to do. So let's go the other way, even though there may be less exciting things, but there's a rift there, and I think we should close it, because rifts are never good for the environment. They're bad for the environment. And I can say this as the Inquisitor. Actually, I don't even know if the Inquisition is good for the environment. We kill a lot of things. She deals enough with computers at work, buying, selling gemstones for her store, that when she gets home, she's done with computers unless she's writing. Oh, does your wife make jewelry? Buying and selling gemstones for her store? What kind of store does your wife have? What kind of gemstones? I feel like there's interesting information that we could learn. Is your wife a jewelry maker? That would be really cool. Or is she a gemstone seller? I want to know about this. And where are we at? Okay, we need to head east, which is this way. We're heading towards a rift, everyone, and I'm sure it will be great. It's not her store. Oh, the one she works at. She is a gemologist and jeweler. Mostly she buys, sells, and grades gemstones. Wow. That sounds really cool. That means she's got one of those cool little little eyepiece things, so you can look at the gems more closely. That sounds super cool to me. Let's do a little bit of murder, my friend. Little bit of murder right about now. Hey, that was rude. People tried to murder me. I mean, okay, I realize why they tried to murder me. It's because I shot at them. Like, I get that. It's not even rude. Let's disrupt a little bit. And maybe also ponder the fact that I don't have a lot of health left. And maybe I will just go invisible. And then murder this one. Oop, wrong one. That's okay. It's alright, it's alright. We're gonna disrupt the rift. Oh, I feel like I'm not doing well. I feel like I'm getting hit by monsters. And I feel like we're in a higher level zone than what we're used to. And I'm sure it will be fine, right? No? Yes? I'll just take that Shadow Essence. Gang, where did you all go? Oh, there's a bad guy over there. I see. I see what it is. Okay. Ooh, look! We can disrupt the rift. Let's do it! Sorry. I'm in the zone. Oh! It's energy here? Sorry, we're not one of these big... We're close. We'll be fine. I'm gonna close this big rift. What are we doing? Good morning, it's Energy. It's nice to see you here. How are you? Gems are outrageous. They're truly, truly, truly outrageous. A loop, which looks through a microscope. Oh, it's called a loop. I love learning things, so it's called a loop. Oh, wow. Bale Quartz, Pure Essence, Swift Great Axe, Fates. We got a lot of stuff. Nice. I approve of that. What do you think? Look at those red flowers. I am very excited. All right, so here we are. I think we are probably at the edge of something. We're exploring a little bit, everyone. I know we can just sort of run directly into following markers, but I just feel like we could explore just a little bit, see what's happening. She says, oh, it's a loop. Oh. Oh. Huh. Is it fun? Does she have stories? Like exciting stories that involved international spies and or maybe Hercule Poirot and some kind of Agatha Christie mystery that involves gemstones and diabolical masterminds and smuggling? Ooh, hey, there's a gate. I know that we sort of started this way, but now we're back. Because I want to see what's out here. Oh, yes, she totally needs to name her Loup Garou. Like, that's the best. I just woke up. Just glad... Oh, good. I'm glad you got here before Super Survivor. You missed us talking to all of our people. Right now, we're doing the Jaws of Hakkon DLC, High Waves, which are apparently... Oh, oops. We left. That's not what we wanted to do. Let's go back in there. Back to the camp, apparently. And we research outpost. Here we go. Yeah, so we're in this DLC, which is for level 20 people, and we are... Save. Sorry, we're just gonna save. We're level 24, so I suppose it should be totally fine. But I do think that we will get a bit of excitement, I think. Hello, loot chest. Why is there a loot chest here? Serpent stone, spindleweed, poison spider glands. Sure, we'll take it. Arsenic, don't forget the arsenic. That's, oh, right, yes, and also, oh, all the arsenic. She says yes, it's fun. She says no Agatha Christie type mysteries, but she loves appraising old things and see the history of things. She had a Victorian purse the other day with Art Deco mid. Ooh, first off, I love me some Art Deco. Also, there is there's a thing there that I want to get. Sorry, we're collecting plants. I know that I should just let the plants go, but I have such a hard time letting plants go. Look at this. There are really cool looking wooden walkways that I'm very excited about. Did I ever tell you all? There's a setting I want to do one of these days that's all about people living in trees. Sort of like maybe like a post-apocalyptic setting. I don't know. Like, I'm just telling you, there are things that I've got in my mind about people living in trees, based on a dream I once had back in middle school. And I think I can turn it into a setting that'll be interesting. Let's look and find, hello, all of our, I think we might have, we might have enough shards to enter in one more gate in that temple, because we're not there yet, but I think we almost are. So, hello, does it look like Avar to you, or do they look like our people? Where are all... Oh, there's one. Alright, and last one. Yeah, they're doing a great job guarding that chest, but, like, why are they... I don't know about all that. There we go. I feel very warm and fuzzy right now. The frostback basins seem warmer than I thought they would be. It looks friendly. I'm sure there are no problems. There might be some Avar who may be a little violent, but I'm sure it will be fine. And Dorian is invisible. So, what else could you want in life? Let's see. Let's see if we can head towards this campsite. I think that's what we should do. And I think that'll be fine. We're going to head towards a campsite. I think we should be able to find it, set up camp. And what do we have? Lauren is wearing the Breathe dress today. Oh, she's at the con. What is this? Sorry, there's mysteries. We have to keep looking at them. Encantador! Hey! That was me, being the sax-driving professor. Hey, Encantador, how are you? Also, sometimes you gotta do fake saxophones. Do you know? Like, it's, I'm really good at sax, everyone. Actually, I can't play the saxophone at all. I just am being saucy. I'm glad! I'm glad that I was able to make you super happy, PH. That makes me happy that I could make you happy. Actually, a whole lot. So, yay. Look, it's an astrarium. We have not had an astrarium in a really long time. And I have to tell you, this is a minigame that I really love. I love the astrarium minigame a lot. So, why don't we start... I don't know if this is a good place to start, but let's do it. Let's go here, and then here. All the way up here. Let's see. let's go here, here, all the way down here. This may be a super bad choice, but then up here. The top right, bottom left. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, because of those two big X's. So now we've done this, which I don't think is pretty bad. I think we've done pretty decent. But here's the problem. The problem is we're going to get stuck. So we have to go from here to here last, it looks like. You got your car back after 3 years of being stolen and found... Oh my gosh. Wow. You got your car back after 3 years after it being stolen? That's amazing. I'm pretty good. I haven't eaten yet, and I'm going to eat once we're done. But that's fine. I gave a talk in New York on Thursday, and it went really, really well, and I was really nervous about it because I had no idea how people were going to react, but they reacted well, so that was good. We're right here right now, right? So we need to end here, which means we need to... We can get there any number of ways, but I think we're in trouble. I think we're in trouble. I think we messed up. We have to restart. The thief... Actually, that's a really good question. Did the thief renovate it, or did you? Let's start up here in this corner. The problem is we've got to get back to here quite a few times. So let's try... Okay, this may be weird, but let's try this. Let's go here to here to here. Oops. I don't know if this is a good idea at all, but let's try that. And then we're up here. Do we want to... We have to end here. So I think we should go down here and then up here. We can do this, I think. I wonder if we've... You know what, gang? I think we might have done it. We did it! Boom! Yes. Thief is known but not found. Car mechanic it is. He closed the station and left my car in an unknown direction. Some say, whoa! That is, that's dramatic. Wow. Wow, that is dramatic. 3 years. Whoa. What kind of car is it in Cantador? Like, what sort of car is it? Constellation Vissus. Known as the Watchful Eye, in common parlance, this constellation had great significance to the ancient Almari and Syrian peoples of southern Thadis. The story goes that the Lady of the Skies opened one eye so that the light from her gaze could lead her people to safely from the Frostbacks. When Andraste's armies marched north from their ancestral lands to wage war upon Teventa, they were guided by the eye and became the Maker's gaze, not the Lady's, leading them to victory. The sword was added later. It is said that the star that marks the point of its blade only appeared in the night sky after Andraste's death. The early Inquisition took Vissus as the symbol of their holy calling when they joined the Andrastian faith, the eye representing both their search for Maleficarum and the Maker's judgment upon their actions. When the Inquisition ended, it became the Seekers of Truth and the Templar Order. The Templars took the sword while the Seekers retained the eye. From a study of Theodosian astronomy by Sister Oran Petrarchus. Wrong voice. That's fine. Wrong voice. Ooh, interesting. Oh, I love Astrarium. History says that he even stole the tow vehicle to do that. What? It's an old American Mitsubishi Mirage, but I love this lady. Was Mirage the one with the bump in the hood? Oh, that's interesting. Was it? Let's see, where are we at, everyone? There are shards. Oh, it looks like we actually need... okay, we need a bunch of shards. We will get those shards. I want to go and get our camp, is what I want to do before... Which is sort of north of here, I think. I am invested... Ooh, look at this. This is, I think, not the direction we want to go, though. but there's something interesting there. So we're going to go there, see the interesting thing, and then come back and set up camp. Look at this cool bridge. Who built this cool bridge, everyone? Oh, let's claim it. Let's also look at our... You know, this game is good looking. Side note. Tale of Hringnar. Tale of Hringnar, Ice Troll. Came the warriors of Teventa, armor shining, shields of gold, stole the land of Avar, keeping stone carved walls claimed to their hold. Hringnar, Ice Troll, wreaks his raging, lowland warriors weep and shake, glacier strength at Hringnar conjure, stone Teventa walls to break, lowlands flee, their lands releasing. Ooh. Okay, alright. This is that strange poetry form that ends with the last line that does not rhyme. Do you hear anything? I hear something. I hear, hello, Spider. Where are you going, Spider? Why are you shooting at me, Spider? It's rude. I heard something, everyone. I heard, like, chanting, maybe? Oh, look. There are people over there. I wonder if they're the ones who are chanting. Also, they look violent. Oh, hi, spiders. Leave me alone. We have spiders, dangerous, poisonous spiders, and also a lot of spiders, apparently. Wait, Encantador, why were you timed out? What's going on? Wait, hold on, give me a pause. What just happened? Oh, Lynx, Jer, are you here? Hold on, one moment. I think, what is it? I think it's regular, right? Regular? Yeah, no, I want to see it. Do I put, and I think I do this. Let's see. Post? Did I do it? No, apparently that wasn't it. There's a command that makes a person a regular. Maybe it's add regular? Let me try that. Oh. Thank you, Jer. I don't know what I would do without Jer. No, you're a regular. Now do it. Encantador, now you should post your link. And it's Nightbot. Nightbot is, frustrating and has no worries whatsoever. It's just we don't want randos who we don't know running around posting randomness, but it should be totally fine for all of the regulars. So let's... oh, good. Okay, good. Wait, let me see. Wait, pause. Let me see. I want to see what this looks like. Oh, nice. Nice. I do not have a car. And maybe one day I will, but I do not currently. And then let's... We are shooting... Are you a little worried about this? I am. Because that guy looks really big and dangerous in ways that I'm... Why are you... Leave me alone! Sorry. These Avar seem super dangerous, and they won't leave me alone. But it's a cool car. PH doesn't have a car either. And not having a car is fine, but I'm going to have to move off campus really soon. And I want to move a place where I can either still walk to school or use public transportation, but it's really expensive around here, so yeah, it's a little bit tricky. By the way, I'm just doing a lot of murdering at the moment. I hope you understand. You're too no driving for you. Sorry my PC's being problematic, so I'm trying to make sure... Oh, no! I don't want your...
Hakkon don't like us much. What
No,
will
they
we
do.
this time?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
Yes. Also, I'm sorry that your PC is melting down. I have that problem myself sometimes when my PC, my Mac, just... Because my Mac is, you know, it's not young. It's not a young computer. And that can... I mean, I am happy that my computer still works. Are people shooting at us? What's going on? No, I think we're fine. And let me look at this map to see... Oh, right. I want to head the direction that I'm facing, it looks like. Like, my computer is, like, what? It's 5, 6 years old now. And so, and I've maxed out my RAM, so it's still okay, but I don't have much space left on my hard drive, and, you know, it's not the fastest computer anymore, so it gets a little sometimes. Hello. But then, it's kind of expensive to have a car in a big city's mine, yeah. But having the option not to use Uber and some freedom to go to the cities. Yeah, no, this is... In Contador, I really feel you. Oh no, all of your fans have died. That's terrible. Let's see. The lots of electric cars are here, like these. Oh, nice. Wow. I gave my little sis an Ancient 2 and a Camry, so I need a new car soonish, considering hybrids. Yeah, it's, I will say... By the way, where are we? Okay, we're getting... Oh, what is this? Ooh. And so when you're talking about the freedom, I mean, it's true, right? Like, most of the time, I don't need a car because I don't need a car to go to work. But I also notice that I don't tend to do things. Like, I don't tend to go out and do stuff a lot because I don't have a car. And not having a car... I mean, like, I've got, like, for card game tournaments, I've got friends who are... If I have friends who are going to go, then I'll hitch a ride with them, and so that's fine. But, I mean, it is true that it really does... it does impact you, what you do and what kinds of things you do. Okay, look, there should be a... Oh, I bet the thing that we're looking for is underground, because everything is underground. It's alright, we're going to loop around, everyone. We're going to see what's in this old abandoned... Looks like burned. No, that's a tree, it's not burned. Old abandoned hut? Let's see. It was a 98, almost 20 years old. Wow. I have a couple of 80 millimeter fans I can install, though the fan slots are made for 100. Oh. I am sorry that your car is not... I'm sorry that your fan... I'm sorry that your computer fans have crapped out on you. That is no fun. I really want a... I want a car... I want a computer... I don't know if I want a car, but I'm thinking about two things simultaneously. So, not having a... equip potions. We're good. So not having a... Oh, actually, hold on a second. Let me not actually be fine. Iron Bolt's good. So not having a car means that there are some things that I don't do that would be... I don't even know if I need to do these things, do I? I feel like I probably want... This just gives us power, and I feel like I have a lot of power, so I don't need it. Oh, you tried a hybrid around New Jersey, didn't like it, kind of strange. Sometimes there are delays in reaction to my actions. I was going to say that having the car can let you do things, would give me more freedom to go places that are not on that are not on commuter lines, right? So that is good. So maybe I would have a bit more of a social life if I had a car. But I also don't think I need a car. That's the one thing. And then as for the computer, I want a 4 terabyte hard drive. So, you know, that's what I want. Because I have a 3 terabyte hard drive, and I only have like 90 gigabytes left on that hard drive. So there's that. My first driving test, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't start the damn car. I was trying and spinning that rose. The reason I couldn't start the car is because it was already on. Whoops! Old cars are pretty. Prius. Oh, I do enjoy a Prius, actually. And it just starts recharging a traffic jam from the engines. Oh, yeah, no, I tried the Prius. Like, we have zip cars here, so you can, like, rent a car for a moment. And, they have some Priuses, which are pretty nice. I will say, though, like, this, I was, like, I wanted to go see an opera that was, like, a 2-hour drive away, and I had to rent a car to do it. And then the car, it was really messed up. I was going to go see this opera. I was really excited, but then with my old advisor. But then it turns out that the car rental place shut down at 10, and I didn't know that, so I wasn't able to get the car, and I couldn't see the opera. So there's a moment where having a car would be really useful. Who is saying this? Scribbled in blood red ink. So actually, we don't know. A friend was going to sell his Prius to us, but had some problems from when his daughter had it. We couldn't figure it out. He ended up selling it to someone else. Yeah. Mouth of Echoes. The savages speak to their gods in the cave passage. They call it the Mouth of Echoes. They light fires and feed them with green spruce and shout their questions into the deep. They say answers come to them on the last whispered echo. Superstition. We laughed. And now, Rassicale is silent and madness descends. I can only think, what if there are irregularities in the veil here? What if we could secure the Avar cave and bend it to our purposes? The slaves are gathering materials. We will build a shrine to the Dragon of Mystery and plant foci into the walls, cut sacred designs into the stone, the better to hear with. To hear her with. We will hear her voice again, or we will die. Scribbled in blood red ink on parchment found in the Mouth of the Echoes. That's bad. That's bad, my friend. Ooh, well, a Tesla seems so exciting, right? Yeah. I'm tempted to just go with an old Jeep because I like them, and then get electric in a few years when tech is better. Why does Madness always descend? Ascend for once, Madness. Yeah, Madness. Memory saved. A faint inscription found in Frostback Basin. If this be our last together, let it end in laughter. Atho. Oh. Nice that you've got friends. At what cost? From an aged journal found in Frostback Basin. It still tastes strange. No matter. Several water-stained pages follow below. The text resumes. Have we traveled through lands more remote than these? We must have. Yet, I've never felt so removed from life back home as I do now. He makes the same arguments as always, though adds a lack of demons as a point in her favor. Lack is an absence, which I was quick to point out. She called me pithy. There are demons here, though not as many as we faced in those early years together. The Avar have their mages too. The last were ill-prepared for me. I wonder if that's the part of the brothers that bothers her. Oh, as always, was of no help at all. We push on. My head aches. The others are singing this song we learned at that lakeside town. I forget the name of the place. I think my eyes are about to explode. Of course, A has noticed and tells the others he needs to read something. It's quiet now. The journey here took longer than expected. I must take stock of the rations. After sleep. They were more than expected. Everything has been more than expected. A few moments later, and O would not be standing here. I was able to subdue the mage before things became worse. T said nothing about it afterwards. She knows O would have died. At what cost? T asked me that once. I said it cost nothing, but I don't know. I met a man who'd fought longer than I, but his mind had faded with age, and he could not answer. The point remains that I can do more. I can be more effective. We've all seen the demons, what they did. We've seen what some would do with blood. The better question is, who pays the cost if no one takes this chance? And no one said it had to be forever. Just until things are settled. If you count 8 times, will the number change? O asks. She's been watching me these last few days. Whatever she says to the contrary. Damned blue bottles. I did not plan this journey as well as I should. I lay trying to find constellations through the leaves. T brought me some water. She just smiled, and there was no admonishment behind it. It made me feel somewhat better, as always. As always, ate cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to produce something edible. O attempts to tell jokes. Make of it pathetic. Why do they make me laugh anyway? Long days behind, I fear there are fewer ahead. Whatever costs I've paid, they will be worth it. It doesn't matter. This night, safe beside a fire, the 3 of them singing that stupid song, I'm content. My friend. Doesn't look good, never looks good. Makes it Tesla, gimme hands. Pretty sure the whole point of Eldritch Horror is ascending madness. Eldritch Horror. Are you talking about the board game? The board game? So, this is the cave. What's over here, do you think? Hello, Dorian. What are you pointing us towards? I don't know. Well, we're just heading into a cave. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, hey, look. The cave takes us somewhere else. No, this is where we went in. This is the way we went in. That wasn't fun. The genre itself. Well, considering that Great Cthulhu lies dreaming underneath the ocean, I suppose this is true, that it does ascend. Although, on the other hand, we also have great elder gods that come from outer space, so I assume they do ascend. So this is the way we are wanting to go. I don't need that mushroom right now. Mini Coopers. Well, I mean, there are all sorts of things you can have if you don't have to worry about being practical. Like, I want a 1926 Bentley Speed 6 Roadster, but that is not a practical car because it's, super old. All right, where are we now? Let's see. We just went through a cave. And I suppose we can head... there's a lot of stuff out here. Let's head this way and see what we... Oh, hey. It looks like there are bad guys down here, and they look like giant spiders. And we are going to shoot at them while they poison me. See, I'm really good at shooting from great distances and great heights, so this is great for me. Oh, hey! Hi! I'm great at shooting from great distances and heights, but it turns out you wanted to follow me up here, which I think is pretty rude. I would prefer you not follow me up here. Hey, spider. Leave me alone. Thanks, Cassandra. I appreciate that. That was really nice of you to save me. Oh, I think they're all dead. I love Cassandra. She's so great. She's so great. Oh, the Enta. I know the Enta. Yeah, the duck. There are elder gods coming through gates. But are gates above or below? But I feel like Hastur is actually from a different planet, and Yuggoth is like Pluto, basically. So I think it's tricky. I think we're doing really well, by the way, gang, in our cross-back basing, wanting to search for the jaws of Hakkon. Hakkon? But I want to head back on the other side of the river. This is a big zone. I wonder, maybe it's not that big. Hey, Dorian. I like that Dorian, my secret boyfriend, is often invisible. So that's cool. These spiders are irritating, as I think the best way I could put it. That's fine. What do we have? I know, right? The Zyklon is really, really great. Alright. We have... Oh, ooh, sorry. What are we fighting? Oh. I think we just killed, like, a friendly woodland beast. Awkward. But, what is that? What do you think that is? That glowing blue thing, what is that? Oh, it looks like it's a monster. It's fine. It's okay. But there's loot, and it looks like there's some Avar over there in the background that we can probably murder, because we are... we're murder people. We murder a lot of people, everyone. I just thought I'd, you know, mention that and register just a little discomfort with all of the murder. But it is. So anyway, oh look, Avar. I wonder what they're shooting at. I suppose it doesn't matter that much because we murdered them.
Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
Oh, they're shooting at Inquisition soldiers. We definitely need to help them. I think we're good, everyone. We saved our people. All right. Well, I'm glad we did it because, whew. Nothing super interesting there. I have not, because I was gone for Thursday and Friday. Oh, hey, Lieutenant Farrow. I have missed some of my...
We've beaten back those Hakkonite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hakkonites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
I feel like, gang, I really feel like you all are chatting and I don't see what you're saying. The last thing I have you say is the design for all this land is just so great, so I'm going to refresh because I'm paranoid. What's the situation?
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hakkonites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence.
Mm-hmm.
The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely. Sir?
Oh, good. It was the last thing. Good, good. All right. Do you have a mission for me?
Inquisitor.
What's the situation?
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hakkonites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hakkonites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view. Sir?
You're right. Paranoia was getting better of me. This is true. Also, why are there battles going on right now? You were adding some stuff from the games of Divinity. Oh, no problem, Marty Snack. No problem at all. I wouldn't even worry about it. Are we gonna get a We're going to get a... What do you think this is? I'm also hearing... Like, I'm hearing chanting. Also, what is that on the map? What is this? Oh, it's a fast travel. Oh, that's fine. We don't care about that. All right, let's see. This is what we've explored so far. There seems to be a lot of stuff up here. We only have about 10 minutes before we have to go. What is this? I don't know what that is. So let's close this rift. Let's go across, close this rift, and then we start again. We can maybe start from here, move up, and try to go across that way. I know, right? Adding to the wiki, that's... We want to head this way, I think. There was something else. Oh, yeah. Do you think we're going to get a wiki for Leviathan? We totally are, right? We're totally going to get a wiki for Leviathan. I hope so, at least. I'm excited to see all of the, like, because there's so much lore building that I know that Lauren has done, and so I'm really excited to see all of it, and I imagine the wikis would be a really great place. What, it's there? Oh, it's, so I just have to look at geekspacetv.wikia.com, right? That's our... I need to head directly west right now. Never eat shredded wheat. This way. Okay. Are you fighting? Oh, you are fighting. Okay, but we're done with that. No more fighting. Yeah. We're done with that. Jer, can you make Artie Snack a regular as well? If you please. That would be excellent. I'm using Nightbot. I don't have a lot of bots. I don't have any of the bots that stay in your home. So I don't have ChooseBot. And that means I don't have things like, you've been here for so many hours, you automatically become a regular, which would be great. So I am too far... I suppose I need to go this way. Maybe? I suppose we're just gonna... Well, Alright, hold on. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh, maybe... Hold on. Maybe I can do it. Give me a second. No. I want... Also, I want you to be a regular. That's important to me. Hold on. So I think it was... I know, you really should. Let me see. So it's add... Oops. At least the good thing about having chat on... using my iPad for chat is that then I actually can do this. Alright. Regular. And then let's see if this is the way to do it. Eridinsk. Return. Did I do it? Did I do it? I think I didn't do it. Hold on. Oh, and I can't see it. I feel like that didn't do it. Maybe... It's reg. Okay, reg. Add. And then Eridinsk. Let's try that. Oh. No. Okay, got it. Wait. Reg. Add. Eridinsk. Yes. Okay, and then reg. Add. Paladin Hulk. Okay, you have both been added. And let me know, huzzah! Because I have it so that if you're a regular, then you get to do all the stuff, right? There's... Ooh. Farador, will you try to post a link? Let's see. Oh, good. Nice. Farador, post a link. And then see. Yes. Okay, let me get you in here. Reg. Add. Barontor. Boom! Nice. This is so good. I wish that we had that sort of automatic situation where they would auto-add you, but it does not seem like that is what... does not seem to be what is up. Good. I want all my peeps to be regulars. Oh, look at all these spiders. These spiders are rude. They're in your... There are a lot of spiders, and I would appreciate if there weren't this many spiders. Yeah, the thing about... There is a bot, but I think it's a local bot, and I'm not using any local bots at all thus far. So all the bots that I've been using are online bots, and having never used a local bot, I don't know. Like, is it... Like, how does that even work? And at the moment, I have 2 bots. Right? I have Nightbot. Do I have more than 2 bots? Look, people are chanting. That's creeping me out. There's like chanting going on, and it's creeping me out. Yeah. So I don't know about. Look, I'm gonna tell you just a side note, full disclosure. I think I only have 2 bots, but I might actually have a 3rd bot. I just don't know if that's actually true. I don't know if I do have a 3rd bot. Don't hit me. Okay, you're dead. I really wish I could remember if I have... I really wish I knew... that looks bad. Let's not stay there. I really wish I knew if I had a 3rd bot or not. Wait, there's Nightbot? Do I have something other than Nightbot? There's something else. Oh, I have Streamlabs. But Streamlabs isn't a bot. So I use Streamlabs and I use Nightbot. Okay, so maybe I have a Skynet bot and it tells me things. It just, like, I don't think it's a problem. It tells me things about wanting to get certain kinds of pieces to help develop AI and robots, but, like, that's not going to be a problem, right? I mean, it assures me that it doesn't have, that it has everybody's best interest at heart. Also, there's a Fade Rift. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Hi, Fade Rift. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Why don't I disrupt this Fade Rift? No big deal. Wait. Why are you attacking me? Did you see that? They just started trying to murderize me, which was... Oh, I'm dead. Sorry. I'm super dead. Where am I? Let's do this one. And let's, bring back me. Let's confirm that. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I got killed real fast. Let's take a potion. And, let me just disrupt this Fade Rift. Sorry about that. I just got murdered in an epic way. There was a lot of murder. This is also a pretty cramped space. And there are a lot of super bad guys here. And I feel a little uncomfortable about all of the bad guys running around being high-level murderers. I'm going to disrupt this rift if you don't mind. And I'm going to close it. I think we're good. Death is only the beginning. Oh, there's an RPG that I bought recently. It's called Phoenix Dawn Command, and it also uses cards. Right? It's an RPG, but you also use cards to track your abilities. And because I was interested in this sort of kind of like a new design, I was interested in it. And in it, you die regularly. Like that's, oh, okay, look at this. It looks like this is part of the limits of our spaces, so that's all right. I think we can make it up here and set, we can get this astrarium, and we can set up this camp before we leave for today, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, the Phoenix Dawn Kickstarter, exactly. So here's the thing, right? That in it you can die a certain number of times. It's sort of like Paranoia, but less. That every time you die, you learn something and get more powerful. So, because you're phoenixes, right? So you're part of a group of people who die regularly, but only to come back. But there is a limit to how many times you can die. After a certain amount of time, you are done. But it's interesting. I wonder, though, if... Like, I imagine it's not something that would stream well, because you would need... I don't know. Maybe you'd have to... Because the cards are a thing. You'd probably have to scan all the cards and find some way to work them. I don't know. I'm hearing chanting again, everybody. Now I don't hear it. No, I'm hearing it again. Every time you die, you learn... Oh, hey! That's one of our quotes for today. Thanks, Encantador. We've learned 2 things. I need a pen. I don't have a pen on me. I almost always have a pen on me. Give me a second. Let me move over to a space with pens. Hello, pen. Oh, and while I'm here, I can show you a show and tell. And I will bring you a show and tell. Hold on. Okay, pen. Let me write down the things that we've learned today, because we haven't had new things that we've learned in a little bit of time. What is this? All right, this is spam. So let's see. Every time you die, you learn something. Learn something. And that was me. And then also, I feel like only scrubs die is another thing that we've learned. Only scrubs die. And that's PH. Okay, so I want to give you this show and tell. Y'all are hearing this chanting, right? Buddy Cop Show with Officer Show and Officer Tell. Alright, so I have a candy that I just ordered through the mail. It's a candy that I really, really like. Normally can't buy it in stores anymore. I'm sure there are some stores where you can buy it, but nowhere around me, so I have to order them from the company itself that makes them. And this is the candy. C. Howard's Violet Mints. And I love this candy so much. I think it's so good. Everyone else thinks it's gross. Not everyone else. I mean, there are some... Ooh, look, there's a question mark. There are some people who don't think it's gross. There are some people who say, well, that's all right. That's not... I feel like... hold on. I feel like we missed something. Violet mints, they're so good. They sort of... If somebody wants to ask me what do they taste like, maybe we need to go... I wonder if we have to go around to get to that question mark. People say, what do they taste like? I suppose they sort of taste like perfume, old lady perfume, and maybe also soap. Not really soap, that's not fair. They're so good. Oh, thanks for being here. Are you streaming? Is that what you're doing, Encantador? We're almost done. We are basically almost done for the day. We've hit 3 o'clock. We're not done yet. I want to just wrap this up, but then we're gonna go, and then I will see you on the Discord. But thank you for being here, Encantador, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the Violet Mints. I will tell you, if we were all in the same place in person, I would give you these mints. I'll give all of you these mints to eat. All of you, I would have you eat them all, and many of you may think they're gross, but some of you might like them. Hey, we found someone with something weird going on in their hut.
No, no, no. I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
What are you doing here?
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be? I am Sigrid Gulsdotter, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
It's okay, but I'm glad that you know that I'm glad to know that you're streaming, so that what we're gonna do when we're done here, which will be soon, I will throw a host over. I can't do a full-on raid because I have got a very, very tight amount of time. After this, I've got to rush off and get some food before I'm doing another thing at 4 o'clock. So I can't actually stay, but we're going to give you a host because that's really exciting. Also, who is this person who's so, hi. What is going on? Can I chat with you some more?
You returned.
I did.
I'll be on my way.
Apparently.
Goodbye.
We don't have a lot to talk about at this moment, but I bet we will. Hey, we found this exile's cool spot. did you hear something? Isn't it weird, gang, that we have been playing this for almost an entire year? If it can't... Oh! Nice. Love it. Crabs. Crab candy. Maybe not the best. Maybe it's awesome. Love it. But I'm going to give you a host because I'm excited to give you a host. I can't stay too long, though, but I will certainly do that. I'm very excited and happy to do so. I wish I could stay longer. Oh, hey, Avar. I wish I could stay longer, but I have to rush off to the dining hall before this 4 o'clock thing that I've got. I wish I had more time. Because sometimes I've got these 4 o'clocks, and I have a 4 o'clock this Saturday. Okay. A whole year, I know. Alright, gang, we have done good work. We're going to kill those Avar, because why wouldn't we do that? The executive dining hall. I'm just gonna... I don't know if they could ever even get us, but, oh, they're on their way, it looks like. It's alright. Hi. Avar, where are you? Where are all my friends? There's fighting going on for certain, and I can't see any of it. Well... I'm glad to know that my party's killing everyone. Ah, there we go. Oh, but they're also killing animals. That wasn't nearly as exciting. Well... Here we go. No. Again, just more random animals. Well, heck. Hi, everyone. I think we are going to jump off this cliff? No, there's a thing here. I want to know what this is. So we want to head west, northwest. This is where we want to go. There's a... I think we might have to go down this route and kill that Avar. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Gang, there's something... We're gonna go really soon, but we're really close to a camp, and I just want to finish it. So we have a good resting spot. Some Avar cotton. You know, the touch, the feel of Avar cotton. It's the best fabric. I don't actually know if it is the best fabric. It might be the worst fabric. I really can't say. I'm really excited. I've been so inspired by Baron Tor's, that conversation that we had about now having a way to sort of do this arena that will stop me from doing that thing that I like to do, which is over-prepare. North. Well, it's not over-prepare. Well, it's not exactly over-preparing. It's about sort of planning for a campaign when I'm doing a one-shot, right? Wanting to make it, like, brilliantly awesome. When I'm doing a one-shot, I'm so good. I'm so good that you're excited. I'm excited, too. And I just want... All right, folks. This is where we're going. We're good. We're good. We're at it. We are there. Well, the thing is, if I set it up correctly, I might be able to just do arenas slightly more regularly. Well, we'll have to just see. We have to see. All right, this is what it is. We're just going to see. All right, so there's a cave here, but we're not going to worry about that cave. We're going to go north and just hit that camp. Because, and I mean, I just feel like there's some possibilities. I mean, I was in a, I will tell you all something. I was in an arena game on RPOL, which is it's a website. Hello, Shard. It's a website where people play RPGs, but it's all play-by-post. And maybe you like that, maybe you don't like that. But I will tell you what about play-by-post. Play-by-post, not Playboy. That's different. Play by post is slow in an arena game. Basically, we would, the match would start, and you would have 24 hours to post your action, right? So it's like, I make this attack like this and this and this. It was all PvP. And, you'd have 24 hours to post, and then the next person would have 24 hours to post their response. And so one match would last for ages and ages. And it was still really, really fun, and I learned my tactics got so much better playing this arena. It was really good. But honestly, seriously, through live streaming it would just go so much faster. So rather than one match taking days and days and days, yeah. The website is RPOL, hey, look, we made our camp. It's RPOL, I can't remember if it's a .com or a .org or a .net, because I always forget. Try a couple different spaces. But I was in a great, the game lasted for, I don't know. Well, maybe a year or two. It was like maybe 2 years worth of arenas until it finally died. And I will tell you something. I'm very proud of the fact that my character was had one of the best fight records in that whole game. Let's see. We did that. We've got a bunch more stuff, but we've done really well so far. We can start, when we start again, Jars of Hakkon, we can start here, move up, and then sort of, I think that'll be really good. Let's go back to Skyhold. Thank you. That's it. rpol.net. Thank you very, very much. So, I will tell you, I'm very proud of this. My fighter was a fencer. I was playing a fencer who was a human, was not high strength, was not particularly high health, and did not have great armor. And so was a person, and I was fighting against orcs and super massively high strength people that if they killed you, if they hit you once, you would die, right? I mean, and people for whom I probably could not injure them unless I gave them the vitals or in the eyes. I mean, it was super intense. But, and I mean, people basically were saying, why would you play this character? This character is not going to be successful in this arena. What you want is high armor, high strength. That's what you want. You are low armor, low strength, dual wielding rapier fighter, and you're just not going to do well in this arena. I'm going to tell you something. Best record. I have the best record in that whole arena. My character did eventually end up dying, though. But even then, I still have the best record, and it was because I learned to be really, really good at tactics. Because if I didn't have really good tactics, I would die. That was it, right? I mean, it was very simple. If I didn't have good tactics, they would kill me almost immediately. So I got really, really good at finding a way to make this character survive. The only way to excel at close combat is to avoid being hit. Oh, that reminds me, what do you think of characters that don't fit their expected role super well? Like a fighter that can't tank, a cleric that can't heal, or a rogue that can't lockpick? Well, this is an easy answer, PH. The idea of fighters tanking, clerics healing, or rogues lockpicking, that's a class-based way of thinking about characters. So, boom! There's Barontor. Barontor just got it, right? And so that's both class and role based. I tend to prefer games that are not class based, where so there isn't a stereotype of what role you would have. And again, some people don't want that because they like to know, oh, my job is to do this thing. Instead, I just want people playing interesting characters.
Let us begin.
And what those characters are, I mean, barred. Everything is barred. We're just getting our people to get some resources, everyone.
Let's see what we have.
When I, my very first, okay, I'm going to give you two answers. And the answer again is really based on what system you're playing, right? So, for example, I prefer systems that are not class role based. And if you're not class role based, then you just make it person, and that person has skills and does things. So I need to say something else. This is actually an important thing about one of my ways of thinking that is different from some other people's ways of thinking based on game master advice that people like to give. So when you have game master advice, you often get people saying things like, you need to have every character has to have a niche, and it's really important to have niche protection. That's like a big thing people talk about is niche protection. Right, if you have a person who's a healer, it's really important you don't have other healers because that will take the spotlight away from the person who's the healer. If you have somebody who's the tank, it's really important that you don't have more than one tank because that takes the spotlight away from the people. So basically, you shouldn't and it's important to make sure that people have different niches so that they all have this space to shine, and you don't want people doubling up. And like Paladin Hulk, I don't believe in niche protection. That is not a thing that's not a thing for me. I mean, you know what? Like, if it's a thing for you, that's really cool. But I have played games where everyone was the same class, except that it wasn't a class level system. I played. I ran a swashbuckler campaign where everyone was a musketeer. So they were all the same class, right? All of them were good at fencing. All of them were good at etiquette. All of them could fire a musket. Right? They all had the same primary skills, so they were all the same class. But I had no problem having each of them have their own spotlight time and have each of them feel important to the situation. Like, that wasn't a problem at all. Because, like, one of them, they were all different people. Do you know what I mean? They were all different people with different personalities. And so, right, exactly. So, I mean, I just don't, I'm not really big into niche protection, and I'm not, yes, military campaigns, for example, everyone's the same class. And the thing is, for me, this is just me, other people are different, and that is cool, but for me, what makes a character special is not their class, or that no one else is like them, but who that particular character is, right? So in that swashbuckler campaign, let me see if I can remember the players. One player was actually was also a Jesuit priest who was but secretly he was a secret spy for the Vatican, sent to France to spy on France to see what was going on. We said around the 30 Years' War. So he was secretly a Jesuit priest. One character was a Spanish nobleman who had been exiled from small, low-level nobleman who basically there was kind of like a coup, and he'd been framed for a murder, so he had to escape Spain, and so he got this job working as they weren't the Musketeers, they were the Cardinals Guard, but the same thing. So he was working in the Cardinals Guard, which is sort of like a French Foreign Legion. So like the setup was like there was this French Foreign Legion where people from all over could sort of be part of it. So we had this guy that was like a nobleman on the run. We had this one player, and she was not noble at all. She was like French and not noble, but she had these dreams of wanting to be a musketeer. But of course they wouldn't let her in. But the Cardinals Guard would let a lot of people in if you could prove, regardless of what your station was. So she was like this sort of. She knew all the underground parts of Paris, and she knew how these connections with like sort of slightly sketchier people. And then we had this undercover Vatican spy. We had who was Catholic, and we also had an undercover Protestant spy from the Netherlands who was also in the Cardinals Guard. So like they were all really different people, and so even though they were all the same class, it didn't matter because they all had their own stories to tell, and they all had their own desires and wants, and it was really interesting. Yeah. Right, and so the problem with niche protection is it's ingrained into a lot of the things we do. in MMOs you want a healer and a tank, etc. Someone could play the exact same race class with the same stats and feats as my character, but they would still be very different characters, right? Yes. Right, and it was a person from the Netherlands who was, because this was the 30 Years' War, right? So the Netherlands were doing quite well at the time, and so there's all this really great intrigue about, because when the game was set, France had not yet entered into the 30 Years' War, and people would assume that they would enter in on the Catholic side because they were a Catholic country, but they were like, I don't know, and so there's all this sort of really interesting politics about what France was going to do, and all the characters being a mix of different nationalities, including also French. They were like, it was really interesting. It was a fun group. Sometimes Paladin, that works out great, and the two players get along and double down on things they're both good at. Some other groups, you get players that pose one another and they can create problems. High five, PH. Yeah, the 30 Years' War was such. I decided it was one of the things I was like. I wanted to run a GURPS campaign that was sort of historical fantasy, and I thought the 30 Years' War would be like an amazing setting for it, because it would allow them, you get this sort of military campaign happening, but then they can also do a lot of intrigue, and there's also really interesting politics. So that was just really fun for me. I had such a great time. We ran that one for a while. That was a really good campaign. I loved that one. The thing is, why do you want a tank? Right? Thinking about MMOs, right? And sort of Baron Tours, right? So like MMOs are like, okay, we're going to have this rock, paper, scissors class thing. Tanks who don't do a lot of damage, but can take a lot of damage. DPS, who can do a lot of damage, but can't take a lot of damage. And then healers, who can heal everyone. And we have this particular triangle. But why does it, like, if you're playing an RPG, a tabletop RPG, why do you even need to do that? Why can't your tank do lots of damage? Why, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to keep those particular, that particular setup in your game at all. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I had a GM that made a companion NPC, not identical to my PC, and ended up stealing my job all the times. But PCs never have had problems. It's interesting because what do you mean by this becomes interesting, right? Like, steal my job. What does that mean? How does that work? And a lot of games are predicated on the idea that only one person should be able to do this one thing. And and that you need somebody to do each of the things. So maybe nobody wants a healer, and so then but somebody has to be a healer. And they took our jobs. But I just think that we can be a bit more collaborative and do things a little bit differently. And also, I'm going to tell you something. You want to know what is not great? This is why I love GURPS. And also games that are like GURPS, in those veins. You know what is not great? When only one person in your party has stealth. Because invariably, all of y'all are going to need a stealth past something or other. And actually, again, this is why I don't like class-based systems. Why can't everyone be good at stealth? Or at least everybody have some stealth. So what if you're like a fighter? Why can't you have a little bit of stealth too? I would like it if everybody has the ability to have stealth if you're going to do it. I think so. Maybe. Anyway, my point is that we can look at things differently than just niches and classes. And the flip side is, and I recognize this from playing D&D a lot, that if the entire game is set up around having one of each of the four main types, and you cannot actually succeed in the published scenarios if you don't have one of each of the four types, then having someone who can't do that means that the group will probably fail. I don't think adventure should be set up that way in the first place, but if you have... First off, I never have DM PCs. I feel like NPCs are fine, but DM PCs are like lots of red flags for me. Yeah. No, see... No. Yeah, so here's the thing. I think, for me, it's about mindset. Like, it's really important to me. I could have an NPC that is a member of the party and that adventures with the party and is there and maybe important to the party, As a matter of fact, when I was running the Transhuman Space Interstellar Wars campaign, which I might run again, the captain was an NPC. But that captain was not a GMPC. For me, the difference between a GMPC and NPC is really different. In my mind, that NPC captain was not me, was not my character. Was not my character. It was an NPC like any other number of NPCs. And that NPC could die. Like, I was not invested in that NPC because it's an NPC, not a PC. And the minute the GM starts getting invested in that any particular NPC as like their own PC, it just doesn't work out well in my experience. Yeah, see, this is... Well, but here's the thing. You don't hand-wave initiative for NPCs either, right? I mean, it's about investment, right? Yeah, see, that doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good to me at all, Remshin. It sounds not good. It sounds like the GM got invested in that NPC as a PC, not an NPC, and then was waiving rules. Like that... No, if there's a combat, you roll initiative for all of them, or you do initiative for all of them. But the question becomes, does your GM see that as a DMPC or as an NPC, right? Because again, like I have run characters who have been there and have been really important to the game or to the PCs, but I don't think of them as a PC, right? And that's the difference. I don't give them experience. I don't think of them as PCs, because they're not PCs, right? They're NPCs, and that's different. Right, that's just different. Okay, gang, it is 3:30. If I want to get food before my 4 o'clock, I've got to go. I want to thank you all for being here. It's been so lovely, and we're going to play Gods Will Be Watching next Thursday, so that's really exciting. I'm very excited for it to see how the game continues on. And this is, oh, she does. You know what? If it works, good on her. It's, if it works. So, woo! We're gonna continue on with Gods Will Be Watching. There are 4 more chapters. I don't know how many we will get through on Thursday, but I'm really excited for it. I also learned about a brand new game that somebody was really mad at because they thought it was unfair to them. So we're gonna have to play that one as well. Clearly, I'm Trooper SJP. This is the Academic Foxhole. All the lovely people here in chat are the Battle Buddies. We have a Discord. If you would like to join us in the Discord, please do. We talk about all the things. Really, really cool people. Our Battle Buddies are really cool people, and if you are lurking, please join our Discord. Give a follow if you like. You don't have to, but if you would like to, please do. It's September. If you want to sub, you can also sub. You don't have to, but if you would like to, go ahead. I will not stop you. And we stream Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Saturdays at noon. And it's been so great having you all here. We got some work done in the Jaws of Hakkon. I don't know how much work we got done, but we got some work done. And we're closing in on Dragon Age Inquisition. I want to... I cannot look, but I'm assuming that Encantador is up right now, and I want to give a host to Encantador, the gamer, because Encantador is awesome. And such a lovely member of the community, and is streaming right now, I hope. And so I want us to give a host to Encantador. And if you would like, say hey from us while we're here, and host. And I'm going to grab... I can't stay around, though, because I have to grab food. Host Encantador the gamer. I hope I did that right. Boom. All right, so... Thank you, everyone, for being here. You've all been really lovely. You are all the best. I will see you in the Discord. I will see you around. I'm going to grab breakfast. And I will... Oh, and was the quality good? We didn't have any stutters or hiccups? Before I go, I want to make sure, because I used the higher stream quality. Did that work for everyone? I hope it did. Let me know in the Discord what you thought about it. And let's do this thing. We're going to host. Oh no, oh good, the quality was excellent. I'm very glad. I hosted wrong, everyone. So let's host this way. Host. I think I actually have to use the @ name. So let's try it. Now we're going to host it, I hope. Let's see. And then say hi. Everyone say hi to Encantador for me. Hosting? Maybe? No? Yes? No? No? Yes? Am I hosting right now? If I want to know, am I hosting? Oh, it is. Oh, you're right. So I'm not hosting. Host, and I'm going to do it without the Encanta. Oh, I have to do it with the thing. All right, we're going to do it. Hosting, Encantador the Gamer. Everyone say hi to him for me, and host. Yes.